Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
At your CBD store Greenville, they've got gifts to make Mom's Day. Buy any 2 SunMed Bath and Beauty products and save 20% off your entire purchase. Just mention the code MAY20. Your CBD store is your go-to shop for all natural sleep, relaxation, recovery, wellness products, and pet products too. Their award-winning products are safe, trusted, and third-party tested. New gifts and accessories are in stock. Everything from CBD to charcuterie boards. Call ahead for pickup at 999-5127. Your CBD store Greenville, 420 East Arlington Boulevard beside Jet's Pizza.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
1-1 pitch, driven deep right field. Back goes Springer on the warning track to the wall. It's gone! A 2-run homer for Adam Frazier. You wanted some tack-on runs, and the Orioles just got them on the long ball from Frazier, which makes it a 6-2 ball game.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
It's me, Nancy Garcia.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Excitement time!
Clam down! Clam down! Clam down! Clam down!
Pirates are going dancing, baby!
They picked us last. They picked us last. And now we're going dancing. We're going dancing.
How about those friggin' Pirates?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday, and it is game day. It is game time. We're about to check out the Pirates and the Bearcats of Cincinnati as they play round 2 of the AAC tournament down in Clearwater, Florida. We'll be watching that one as we talk to you today on Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250. 9:30 online, pr927fm.com, and be a part of our show and our watch along on Facebook Live and YouTube. Want you to be involved as you were yesterday and many days, and we'll have a fun show today as we watch Pirates on the Diamond down in Florida. We also got some guests joining us on today's show, including Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, who will join us coming up in about 25 minutes or so. He'll watch along with us, and we'll talk about what's going on in the world of sports, including the Canes being down 3-0, must win tonight in Florida. We'll talk about that one and more. Patrick Mason from the Daily Reflector will join us in hour number 2. He'll hang out with the crew and be on with us until around 5:30 or so. So we'll be hanging out watching the game. Also planning to hook up with Mark Brown, CamdenChat.com. Orioles are playing great, but could not close out Aaron Judge and the Yankees last night. They lose with 2 runs in the 9th inning for the Yankees. So we'll talk to Mark Brown, CamdenChat.com about that. Connor Norby, how he's doing in AAA, and more on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes is here, Chandler Honeycutt is here, and Zach Root is pitching. So we are underway down in Florida, and we've got you riding along with us. Let's see what's going on quickly in the Facebook and YouTube chats. As love hanging out with you guys each and every day. I thought about it last night. The Erics of the world, the Austins, the Jamies, the Steve Hills, the Skippers, all you guys that are with us every day. Fun hanging out with you, and we appreciate it. Your patronage. Hopefully you check out the great local businesses that advertise with Pirate Radio and show your support to those places and to Pirate Radio. But we got some comments coming up here as Chandler Honeycutt joins me in the studio. Kevin says, since hosting is probably gone now, wouldn't be too upset to see Cincinnati have a good game and win, get the boys back to heel, and prepare for the real tournament. Had that discussion yesterday. So Chandler, to my left here, he wants to win. He said, screw that. I want to win a ring, which he won't be getting a ring, but he wants these players to get a ring. And I, too, want success for the players and the coaches and the school and the athletics program and all that. From a practical sense, I would not hate East Carolina coming on back to Greenville, resting up some arms, and getting ready for a regional. Either way, I don't think there's a right answer in that. But Chandler, welcome into the show.
Hey, Clipper, how you doing?
I'm fine. Have you bounced back?
I have bounced back. I've gotten rest. I went home, sat in my room in complete darkness.
Did you do the ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca was partaken in. And
where do you get that, by the way? You got a guy?
I had to fly down to wherever Aaron Rodgers had to go to.
Which was where?
I can't remember. I think I took some before I went.
Okay.
To get some more.
How much does that run you these days?
Oh, man, you don't even want to know.
I do.
I want people to actually use it, but if I tell you how much it costs, then they might not want to use it. So.
All right.
Maybe you can get some from me. But anyway, I'm ready to go. I'm feeling better. I had your chicken stir fry today, which is really, really good. Good gosh. What a great lunch that was.
I appreciate it. It was really good. I do feel like you've typed chicken stir fry. You said it. The star of the dish might have been the steak.
The steak was really good in there. And in fact, I didn't remember seeing any in the picture that you posted yesterday on Twitter. But when I was fixing my bowl today, I was like, oh, there's some like steak chunks in here.
Mm-hmm.
And the steak was very good in that chicken stir fry bowl. So I guess it was chicken steak stir fry.
It was, yeah. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Zach Root, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Pirates and Bearcats are scoreless. Eric says, quote, I don't mean to be that guy, but there are 2 more innings left, end quote. Quote by the wise and before his time, Chandler Honeycutt. That was the quote of the day. Austin said the Pirates better clamp down and get the W today. Jamie points out that Clip asked what was the biggest blown lead all year yesterday. Thank you, Jamie. Yes, I did. So there was a lot of jinxing going on everywhere.
I wanted to get in my personal soundboard.
Okay.
The Pirates have batted around here in the 7th inning. It is 9
Put it up to
3.
the mic.
It's fantastic news. Get the day off tomorrow. Yeah. Work on your suntan, and then you're back at it on Thursday. Back at it on Thursday, 1 o'clock.
I don't mean to be that guy, but there is 2 more innings left.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
I just want to say that.
Fair enough, Chandler.
Yep, you warned us. I wish you were in the dugout warning the team there, Chandler.
Yeah, I mean, I've as a fan of the Panthers, of East Carolina sports, really basketball, football, baseball. I've seen so many of those games where it can just kind of turn upside down quick, no matter what the inning is. We saw it last week when we needed a Cincinnati win against Houston. They were up big against the Cougars. Next thing you know, they lost the game. They gave up a big lead late in that ball game. So I was feeling really good. Don't get me wrong. I was feeling very confident that East Carolina was going to win the baseball game yesterday at that point in time in the bottom of the 7th when they put up, 6 runs? 9-3 was that score at the time. And I mean, anything can happen, especially in baseball, and it happened yesterday as they put up a 6 spot in the 9th, I believe, and gave East Carolina fits and ended up getting the win over the Pirates.
All right, 3 up, 3 down in the first.
Yeah,
man.
A lot better than yesterday. Jake Hunter's been great all year, but yesterday he struggled a lot. It was a slow start for East Carolina defensively, especially at the pitcher position. He was the first pitcher of 8 arms yesterday for East Carolina. So, but Root doing a good job of getting out there quickly. 3 up, 3 down. Now it's time to hit the baseball. So, I took a brief look at the lineup. I'm not sure. Is it looking, I guess, similar to what yesterday's was? I have to go.
I'll let you answer your own question as I tell the folks. Other comments going on, including Eric's, where he says, I'd like to report a burglary The Pirates had their hopes of hosting Stolen yesterday. The culprit was a beastly, bulging bull in a leisure suit. A burglary. A burglary. Well, there you go, Pace. He got it right, a.k.a. more wrong on the last time. That's what makes that clip so good. He was like, wait, let me correct myself and say it right. Burglary. A burglary.
I got it now. Burglary.
We shot a great video moments ago before the show, and I would like you all to pressure the big dog, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, and say, Glenn, release the video. Like, we need it out.
Release the Kraken.
We need it out now.
It's going to be good, folks, just to let you know.
So Todd asked, did Chandler eat a Jimmy John's today? He did not. So, look, first reported, Josh Groves gave Jacob Starling a hot dog. As Jacob Starling hot dogs it around first base, makes a turn after a single to start the Pirate first inning. Hot dog was the story. Then it turned to PB&J, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But last night, the reporter I am, the detective I am, I had to get to the bottom of it, folks. So I talked to a source very close to the sandwich.
Very close.
Perhaps touching the sandwich, eating the sandwich, feeding the sandwich. And I have learned that the hot dog sandwich in question was, in fact, a number 8 from Jersey Mike's.
I want to put some ranch on it.
A number 8 from Jersey Mike's.
It went from hot dog to PB&J to a number 8 from Jersey Mike's.
But this is how news work. Barstool Sports has us with the hot dog. Fox News has the I don't know if they specified the sandwich, but this is how the news cycle works.
We're out there, baby.
It's out there everywhere now. All over the place.
Now, the PB&J...
I'm on Tucker Carlson tonight talking about it.
Coming up tonight on Hannity. Billy from Winterville joins us to talk about the disrespect.
I think he's already on it, yeah.
What I was going to say. I forgot now.
Something about the hot dog sandwich.
Oh, so...
Jersey Mike's.
Well, the PB&J made sense because I know the boys keep Uncrustables in the dugout. And that has a nice purple and gold hook to it. I like that angle. It made sense. But you were saying that you talked to somebody close to the situation.
Yeah. Close to the sandwich.
Close to the sandwich.
Because sandwich.
Great line by Brett Kennedy on Twitter last night. Starman takes off for second, and he has a stolen base. Hey, Eric, I'd like to report a burglary.
That's like 17 or 18 stolen bases for Jacob Starling this year.
A burglary.
How confident are you that? Sounds high.
That's very high.
I'm going to say at least 17.
That's
very high.
That sounds higher than you on ayahuasca.
I feel like it's below 10.
But yes, I did reach out to folks or a folk down in Clearwater and was told number 8 from Jersey Mike's. I don't know if it was Mike's Way. I didn't get into all the details.
Ball 4.
I just know number 8 from Jersey Mike's. All right, stolen bases on the year. The Starman just stole his 16th stolen base.
Wow.
You were close there, Chan, man. Good call. 16 of 17 on the year.
That's very high, though, if you think about it. I mean, for Jacob Starling, but
very
he
high.
has some wheels.
Who is the leader in stolen bases for the park?
Lane Hoover.
No.
Nowak?
Yes. Tell you what, this guy knows his ECU baseball. Watch out. We got a bat over here.
We got
Josh Moylan bats, and Cincinnati could have some trouble getting outs today.
By the way, if people are wondering, it's basically the same lineup from yesterday. Starling led off, Cunningham, now Moylan's at the plate. Jenkins Cowart will bat 4th. Nowak is batting 5th. Wilcoxon batting 6th. Amac batting 7th. Barini batting 8th. And then it'll be Hoover to round out the lineup at hitting 9th.
Wilcoxon and JJC switch places.
Okay.
That's the difference, I believe.
Jamie says, bad umps again. What's new? Tyler says, release the video.
Hey.
Thank you, Tyler.
I think, hey. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Hold up.
Let him cook.
We had fun with that one. Also, I've talked to sources close to the sandwich, and hopefully a video involving that source when he returns to Greenville.
What if they? What if it was a Jim Joyce situation and they
Jim Joyce?
Jim Joyce?
Yeah.
So what if the guy felt
Armando
bad?
Galarraga?
What if he felt bad for throwing out, especially with all the publicity this got? And I mean, his face is all over social media. What if he felt bad and he gave Josh Groves a car, or they gave Galarraga a car, but they met at home plate and he was crying. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What if they had Josh Groves go and give the lineup?
My question is, how do you remember that? You had to watch that on YouTube. There's no way you remember it.
Yeah,
live.
it had to be way.
I was young, but I remember that game.
You were young. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember that game.
It's like 2009, maybe.
Yeah, I do remember watching that game or seeing it on SportsCenter.
There's no way you watched a live day baseball Detroit Tigers game, Chandler. No way in hell.
I remember it being popular back then.
It was. You saw it on SportsCenter. But, like, you weren't watching a Detroit Tigers baseball game.
Okay, no, I wasn't. I don't reckon so.
I just want to be accurate. Because that's what I'm all about. Jamie says, hell of a reporter clip, breaking news. Yeah, I'm all about accuracy now.
Yeah.
That's my number one thing, is being accurate.
We have a commitment from Dave K on the watch-along that has happened.
Yeah, that is...
He has said that for every run the Pirates score, he will do his locker room dance.
Okay. That, by the way, if ECU wins today, live watch along Friday at 1 o'clock. By the way, folks, we had a best of coming up Friday. That's our day off. But how much do we love you? How much do we love ECU baseball? Chandler, instead of going to go visit his family, is going to come into work on his day off.
Get out.
Me, Cliff Brock. I'm coming into work on my day off.
We're potentially giving you Friday and Monday of Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, my God. I am coming in on my 2 days off of Pirate Radio. I'm the biggest loser sucker in the world. I'm not getting paid any extra for this.
One more clip.
I'm just doing it for the people. So I'll be here Friday. We'll be here Monday on my days off. I am such a moron.
I actually planned on heading home sometime Friday, but I had to be here anyway. But then I forgot we have that 1 o'clock commitment if we win today, and I will be here because, once again, I love you guys and I love ECU baseball, and I'll do anything for you guys. Anything. Let me take that back. Not everything, but some things. And this is one thing. A watch along is one of those things.
You would do anything, but you won't do that?
Uh-huh.
Who sang it, Chandler?
But I want that.
I would do anything for love. I'll give you a hint. It's good with mashed potatoes.
Oh, good with mashed potatoes?
It is a warm dish made
mac
of
and
beef.
cheese with it as well.
Steak and gravy.
Some people
like it.
Some people put ketchup on it.
Steak and gravy.
Some people like it. Some people don't.
Steak.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Yep.
Killing me, Chandler.
Pirates up 1-0 on a sac fly by Josh Moylan.
Rest in peace, Meatloaf.
Is he gone?
I think he is.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Tina Turner passing away today. Shirley was upset by that news.
Sad
yes, very much so.
Outside.
The one artist I had an opportunity to see live in concert and passed, and I'm still kicking myself over it. Years ago, I had an opportunity to go. Well, it was in the middle of the week, and it was when I was working at a job where I had to be up at 4 a.m, and I didn't feel like driving all the way to Raleigh, spending a late night at a concert, getting home, and then having to work all day. So I chose not to go, and now I wish I had.
Yep, she went to her grave knowing you spurned her.
Thanks.
That's tough.
Jamie said, you broke news again? Tina Turner died? Yes. Unfortunate news.
R.I.P. Pirates are playing for Tina today.
Pirate Radio exclusive. Please credit us, Fox News and Barstool.
Steve Hill says, release the video, Glenn. Redbeard says, release the tape.
Working on it.
Okay.
It's in the editing bay right now as we talk.
Him cook.
Put the pressure on him, folks. We need this video out. Ken Watlington going to join Chan and I coming up in a little bit.
Ooh, wow.
We've
That
got
is terrible.
our second pitch to the backstop this inning, and Carter Cunningham scores.
This time it was just wide and high and wide outside.
Shirley, we have a invitation for you to go see a concert. Steve says, want to go see Stevie Nicks with me, Shirley?
That's already happened.
No.
It's a joke, I think.
Stevie Nicks was in concert just recently, but no.
Shirley famously
I have no
does
desire.
not like Stevie Nicks and her voice.
No, she sounds like a goat singing.
Not the goat, but a goat.
A goat.
Speaking of goats, we didn't talk yesterday at all about the Lakers getting swept. Nuggets sweep the Lakers. Celtics win last night, Chandler, to keep that series alive.
Yeah, I watched the tail end of that game. They just looked very confident in what they were doing. They looked like a team that knew they needed to win, try to get back to Boston and make this a 3-2 series. And I think if they can win the next game, I think it could maybe get interesting.
So you're not interested yet. They're going to have to win one more.
If they win in Boston this next game, I'll be like very intrigued in this series.
Okay. Big dog.
I kind of think I think Miami is in trouble if they drop the next one because you had them at home and it should have been over with.
Sweet, go ahead and get them at home. Sweet,
be done with it, and you got a week.
You and the Nuggets have a week and a half off
before the final start. It just made so much sense, and now you got to wonder. Has momentum shifted? Because that's how things work in playoff series. They would be the first team to ever do the 3-0 comeback, though. 3-1's happened, but never 3-0.
All right, when Ken Watlington joins us, we're going to do a little bit of NBA Jam Tournament Edition team quiz.
Let's get it.
Because Ken's around that age. I think it'll be a good chat. And Glenn is he was great at the arcade rosters. We'll see how good he is at the Tournament Edition. We'll do that when Ken joins us coming up in a moment. Right now, 1 down in the bottom of the first inning. East Carolina an early 2-0 lead over Cincinnati. ECU 6-0 against the Bearcats this year. Of course, they were 3-0 against South Florida heading into yesterday, and we know how that played out. We got a pop fly. It's going to be out number 2 here in the first inning.
It's hard to beat a team 4 times.
Is it?
It's got to be hard to beat a team 7 times, right?
I don't know. I disagree. I think it'd be pretty easy.
Smooth sailing?
Yeah.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy?
I think it'd be harder to beat a good team. Is it harder to beat a good team 1 time or a bad team 7 times? I hate those sports cliches, and I use them all the time because I'm
good God Lord, Almighty. Get this guy off the mound.
Rick Vaughn is going to kill somebody. That is the 3rd ball
that has just got away from
that has hit the backstop today. And the catcher said, "Hey man, you got like, 1 more of them, and I'm charging. I'm coming after you."
Catcher's just literally like, "Hey dude, what are you doing?
1 more of them, am I?" Cincinnati. You know what grinds my gears? Oh my God!
Look at this.
Catcher gets a mid on it.
Catcher's so mad. The catcher is so mad.
That one got halfway to the backstop. Didn't quite hit the backstop.
I mean,
show the catcher.
I know that it's humid down there, but good Lord, I've never seen that many balls fly so far to the right. I mean, he's just sailing them everywhere.
I said, catcher said 1 more, and I'm coming after you. Guess what? He went out there.
And he's like chirping at him. I don't know if it's like more of like just motivational talk. Like, hey, you got this. Come on. But like, he's fired up. He's like, dude, if you make me run back to the backstop 1 more time.
Now that I'm saying, are you okay to throw a baseball?
I'm saying, hey, dude.
Are you sure you're a pitcher? Are you a pitcher? You a first baseman? Pitcher?
Did coach get you mixed up with somebody?
Where's this one gonna look?
Did you accidentally pick up the wrong jersey?
This has got to be tough for the hitters, not knowing where the hell the ball's.
You've got this guy today. I don't want to make fun of USF because they beat us yesterday, but that one pitcher kept falling on the ground.
He was a mess.
He was actually, I believe, intoxicated.
he did look drunk.
I believe the umpire one time was like, "Hey, dude, if you had too much to drink."
He fell down a couple times after a pitch, and then he fielded that ball and stumbled around.
And just like flung it to the first baseman and fell down on his butt.
Very, very strange.
Like, as wild of a pitcher that person is, like, I feel like if it weren't for the implications of this game in terms of whether, what happens, whether we win or lose, that one of the batters would just pull a John Kruk and just switch his helmet.
Put his helmet on backwards?
Yeah. That's what it kind of felt like that.
I tell you what, though, whoever the next right-handed batter is,
whomever,
I would be very scared
because it's all going on that right side, about chest to eye to nose level.
It will not be Amac, who's a switch hitter, so he'll be batting from the left side here as Wilcoxon walks. It looks like it will be Barini, Hoove. He won't have a right-handed batter until Starling, but good gracious.
Amac
he'll bat from the left side.
Oh yeah, he's right.
He's a switch hitter.
Adoy. Amac flies this one into left. It's going to be caught, but and in the inning. So 2 runs cross the plate. Surprised to see Amac swinging at the first pitch there with a guy who's having trouble hitting the mid. But what do I know? Nothing. Although I did play for the Woodies. People forget. Nice jersey.
Nice jersey.
It's fresh, right? I believe 2018 because it's got the number 18 on it. So this is an old baby.
Oh no!
What do we got? Another death?
I got another death.
Who we got?
This was from yesterday because it says 16 hours ago.
Is this WNCT Channel 9 reporting?
It's WNCT Channel 9 reporting. The Ohio farmer known for it ain't much, but it's honest work. The meme died at 76.
Man. Well, I'm going to dedicate the rest of the show to that guy because this right here, it ain't much, but it's honest work. All right, let's take a break. When we return, Ken Watlington will join us. We'll continue our watch along. More to go. Pirate Radio Live, we're riding along with you. If you want to jump in on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, you can do so. And tell Glenn to release the tape. More to go after this.
The Beach Tavern Bar and Grill has been the place to be for over 50 years. BT's is the best local sports bar in the heart of Atlantic Beach. Located on West Fort Macon Road across from Pacific, BT's has daily food specials, a late night menu, cold beer, pool, darts, and live entertainment for everyone to enjoy. Make it a summer to remember at the Beach Tavern Bar and Grill. Follow BT's on Facebook and Instagram for all the daily specials and events. BT's, the place for fun in Atlantic Beach this summer. Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. Jeff, how can you help people with service in 2023?
We continue to offer free pickup and drop off for the customers, and our customers' time is valuable. So we've added 3 additional Express Lube technicians to reduce wait time. That's our #1 goal for 2023. And please don't forget, we service all makes and models. We're voted #1 in Greenville by the customer. Come see us at 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
We have some pretty refreshing news coming to you from Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. It's called the Essential Collection. It's made with coconut water and real fruit juice, so you know it's always going to have a refreshing, superior taste. Plus, it's only 90 calories and has 0 added sugar. This might just be the most refreshing seltzer yet. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer Essential Collection. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus offers service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, Zach Rude trying to get out of this inning before we can even talk about it, as 2 down in the top of the second inning. Pirates an early 2-0 lead over the Bearcats of Cincinnati. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, the Big Dog, Chandler Honeycutt, and Ken Watlington joining us inside the Pirate Radio studios. WNCT Channel 9. Hello, Ken.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, man.
And ladies.
Watching a little Pirate baseball here. Had planned to not watch Pirate baseball today.
Why is that? Boycotting?
No, because they were going to win.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they weren't supposed to be playing right. Yeah, I got you. Good start, though.
I think Brian Bailey was, too, because he was in his seat for like 7 innings yesterday, and then we didn't see him during that rally. I don't know if he was already like putting together his story, his video.
Probably so, yeah.
Getting a little head start, and he had to go back to his seat.
Then he was back doing some more duties. So
yeah, he's been all over the place. Tough job down there right now.
Yeah, right. God. He actually talked on his show Monday and admitted, like, he was like, I don't know if Channel 9 knows how much free time I get down here. Like, what are you doing,
That's
Bailey?
just what I wanted to hear.
I know. He's on the beach. He's hanging out. We got our first hit of the game from Cincinnati. Runner on first with 2 down in the second inning. It is 2-0. Our buddy Randolph checking in, Chandler.
Boom, boom.
Says, afternoon, guys, and Shirley, hit those likes. Let's go Pirates, stay in the fight. I don't know if he meant that as a poem, but it certainly came out as one. Ken, true or false, the Hurricanes are too good to get swept by the Panthers?
They are too good. They will win tonight. There'll be a Game 5 Friday night in Raleigh.
I'm feeling that as well.
They should be up 3-0 right now.
It could be. I don't know about should.
Just a game of inches.
Tis is. You got that small puck, Ken.
Yeah.
Sometimes has a mind of its own.
It's been finding the post and the pipe, every game when they just, it's going to get in there tonight, I think.
Rod Brindamore, what did he say after Game 3? Like, it's frustrating. Like, it's one thing to lose when you're getting beat, but he feels like they're losing and they're not getting beat. Right. Something to that effect.
I mean, 90% of this series, they've been the better team. But they're 0-3.
But yeah,
you got to put the biscuit in the basket.
The biscuit in the basket. Frustrating one the other night is they could not get one past the goaltender. Pirates will get out of this inning, so it'll be 2-0 in the bottom of the second as East Carolina plays day 2 of the AAC tournament. Just 2 games today, following 4 on Tuesday. There will be a winner's bracket Thursday coming up. If East Carolina wins, they will play Friday at 1 o'clock.
And we'll be watching it with you at 1 o'clock with a special guest. That special guest is who?
Dave Kasanganai. Dave K from ECU basketball.
We just love to go Dave K.
Dave K. He is in if the Pirates win today. He is a big baseball fan. He's friends with a lot of the dudes, and he goes to the jungle to watch games, right? So he'll be hanging out with us Friday if East Carolina can get the win today. Eric said, "Whoa, look at K-Dub with the WNCT Jordan drip."
That's right. How about that?
You are hip, my friend.
I had an extra Jordan polo laying around for about 10 years and took it to my good friend Jonathan Ellerby. And he got me hooked up over at University Sportswear.
University Sportswear. All your sportswear needs. Or loungewear or leisure wear. Or
whatever it is.
Business professional wear. So, Ken, Glenn Griffin is an NBA Jam expert. And by that, I don't mean he's great at the game, although he may be. But he is an expert at remembering the rosters. So one day we went through the arcade edition. Today we're going to go NBA. What do you call this one, Glenn? Tournament edition. Yes. So this is the one that we had on Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this.
Yes.
Okay.
Baby.
Ken, how familiar are you with NBA Jam?
At this point in my life, not very much.
At one point in your life, very familiar? No? Did you go to the arcade at all?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Donkey Kong? I don't know.
How old are you?
106.
Happy birthday.
Hey, everybody.
106 years of age. I played Donkey Kong.
I remember back in my day, I played Pong.
So, Chandler, you're too young for arcades. Yay or nay?
No, because I grew up going to White Lake, and there was this place called Golston's Beach, and they used to have an arcade that me and my brother would go to.
What'd they have in there?
They had, but it was more of your
air hockey,
skee ball, and all that kind of stuff, air hockey, all that kind of jazz.
Way back in the day when we were growing up, even though I'm a little bit older, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Where was the arcade in Greenville? I can't remember. Was it in the mall?
Yeah, we had 2 malls, and there were arcades in the mall. Yeah,
I remember Carolina East vaguely.
Yeah,
vaguely.
Okay.
There was something there, right?
Oh yeah, they had an arcade right when you walk in.
Okay.
On the back to the left,
and there was a putt-putt place on 10th Street with the big giraffe out front, right?
Yeah,
they had some type of arcade.
Yeah.
Or am I just making stuff up?
And then in the Plaza Mall, you had one by the food court. I want to say.
Okay.
But anyway, favorite arcade games, Glenn. We've talked about NBA Jam. You've got your standard Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I like that. Also like the X-Men 4-way.
I remember that. I don't remember playing that much, but I was a big Ninja Turtles guy. There was some good racing games as well.
The 4-way stand-up Ninja Turtles game was as good as it got.
That's right.
But let me tell you about Donkey Kong.
All right.
Nah.
So you got this this King Koopa. What's his name? No. Oh, his name's Donkey Kong.
It's Donkey Kong.
The titular Donkey Kong.
It is named after the bad guy. It's not named Mario.
So all you're doing is jumping over barrels and climbing ladders.
And trying to grab some hammers and try not to fall through the cracks.
And Mario's not even named Mario.
What's his name?
Look on Ken's shirt. His name is Jumpman.
Michael Air Jordan?
His name is Jumpman.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yes.
The original Jumpman is Mario?
Yes.
You know, I haven't watched that Air movie.
They had to change it to Mario because they got sued by Nike.
And then, did you know he wasn't even the first Super Mario? That was Mario Lemieux. People forget that.
People don't even remember.
We're teaching you history today, folks.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Boston Celtics. Now, this is post-championship Celtics. This is a weird era of Celtics. So who was on this team? D. Brown did the dunk.
Oh, yes.
Dunk contest.
D. Brown's on the team. I'm not sure if
All right,
Mikhail is on the tournament edition roster.
All right, so here's what I got. I've got the arcade tournament edition roster and
The home edition.
Console versions, I've got some other names. Arcade edition, D. Brown, and ironically, a guy that Larry Bird talked junk to and torched while Bird was a Celtic.
Danny Ainge?
No,
it's not Danny Ainge.
Xavier McDaniel.
Xavier McDaniel, yes.
X-Man.
Listen to these names on the at-home version, though. Dominique Wilkins.
It gets crazy on the at-home version.
Dino Raja. And Ken, for you, Eric Montross. Imagine playing with Eric Montross
There was
in NBA Jam.
like the arcade version had like 3 dudes on the team, and then the home version had like 5 or 6 for some teams.
Kevin Gamble was on the arcade.
Goodness.
All right, who are the Hornets on the NBA Jam Tournament Edition?
Kelly Tripucka.
He did not make the list.
It's LJ and Zoe, and then it's Muggsy and
Rex
Dale. And then your weird one is like David Wingate.
No, good guess.
No, it's not David
It's
Wingate.
a guard.
It's not Kendall Gill.
It's old Hershey Hawkins.
It's Hershey Hawkins.
Isn't it fun, Ken, just hearing old names?
I just had to think of like
frightening.
there's people that are in the game and they just moved them around on teams versus create new players.
All right, Ken, I'm going to let you guess the Cavaliers because they're pretty big names.
Mark Price.
Yeah.
Danny Ferry.
No.
Did he play for them, or he
Good
was
guess,
just
yeah.
GM at one point for them?
Oh, yeah, good point. You got a Tar Heel. And then you have...
Hubert Davis?
No.
You got a Tar Heel for the Cavs?
Yeah.
Big man.
Go ahead, Glenn.
Brad Daugherty.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Then you have
a slam dunk champion.
a guy whose son played for
Larry
Nance.
Yeah.
That was the arcade version. Throw in a Gerald Wilkins.
For the home edition.
And I got to say, I don't remember John Williams. What a normal name.
John Hot Rod Williams.
Hot Rod. Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. I thought John Williams was a composer. For
He is. Star Wars, right?
Jurassic Park. All right.
He did all of the
Silence.
Star Wars ones too.
Yeah.
Eric said Craig Elo, question mark. No,
No,
not
Elo's
quite.
not on the team.
Jamie guessed Robert Parrish for the Celtics. Kaz said Cruisin' USA.
Great game.
Jamie said California Cruisin'. Was that the same game?
I think so. Maybe it was a second edition, like a
Cruisin'
tournament.
USA. Yeah.
California may have been like the tournament edition of that game.
Todd enjoyed playing Paperboy at Sports World. Coming up next hour, we'll talk to Paperboy Patrick Mason. Paperboy was fun on my Nintendo Entertainment
Very
system.
fun.
That was a fun game. Pirates leading it 2-0 as we talk NBA Jam Tournament Edition and more with Glenn Griffin and Ken Watlington. The Dallas Mavericks, I don't think they had good teams back then, but they had good players. Do you remember those players, Glenn?
The tournament edition was nasty. It had Mashburn and Jimmy Jackson.
Correct.
And Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd was in a game in the console. Also, Tony Dumas and Terry Davis were a part of that. Interesting. All right. Oh, wow. Interesting names here for the Pistons. So you got Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars.
You got Grant Hill and Jerry Stackhouse.
So Grant Hill, yes. I don't see Stack.
No, Stack was still in Philly.
You got the Big O, Oliver Miller, Terry Mills.
He's on the Pistons?
Bill Curley. I don't remember this guy ever playing for the Pistons.
Who?
I want to say he won 5 NBA titles.
Robert Horry.
Yeah.
He got traded for Sean Elliott. Yeah. And then
Sean Elliott didn't play for the Pistons.
Yes, he did at the end of his career.
Definitely not at the end of his career.
I'm telling you.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with this. We're talking about 1993.
I'm telling you how he got to San Antonio.
You are not a Sean Elliott guy. Last week you said he was dead. You know a lot about a lot, Glenn. You don't know crap about Sean Elliott. You buried this man last time we talked. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
How dare you be excited about it?
All right, Sean Elliott. So he went from Spurs to Pistons to Spurs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But you can't say at the end of his career. He played 7 more years after he left the Pistons.
I guess it seems late.
Time is relative.
That is funny that something about your brain, everything's firing except Sean Elliott part of your brain. It's like a dead spot for you. Zach Root cruising along. There's the strikeout. Ken, I don't know. How close are you following?
Video's up, by the way.
RP. Oh, Glenn put the video out.
It's out.
Go check it out. How close you following RPIs, all that good stuff when it comes to ECU? Yeah.
I'm looking every day. I'm following all the the tweets and updates you guys give on social media, and just
felt like yesterday was the death knell, right? As far as hosting,
probably.
Yeah,
but other stuff could shake out.
Are you Lloyd Christmasing me right now?
Yes, I am.
There's a chance. I thought about you, and I saw you had already responded to this. I was going to tweet something to you, but you had already tweeted that Home Field Apparel is dropping some UNCW.
They are 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Stuff looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so, I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I might have to wait till I get paid Friday because I'm gonna spend a lot of money.
Is this the first time they're doing? Wilmington.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Big drop.
Yeah, what's Wilmington baseball? Are they done? Are they still playing?
No, they open up play in the CAA tournament tomorrow down in Charleston. They're top seed. They'll face either Delaware or William and Mary. And Hawks just swept William & Mary over the weekend, so we don't want to play them. As we just learned from ECU, you don't want to play somebody a fourth time in less than a week. Yeah. So hopefully it'll be the Fighting Blue Hens and the Seahawks, a battle of the birds or something.
This ump has a ginormous strike zone. He is playing, he's like, look, this is loser's bracket. Don't care about this game.
Let's get out of here.
It's hot. I don't want to spend all day. I'm calling it a strike. You better be swinging.
The original Hooters is 3 miles away. Let's get there.
I heard John Daly's hanging out. Let's go see what he's up to as Root delivers and hit a guy.
Oh yeah, hit.
It didn't look like it.
That didn't look like it hit him at all.
It was a breaking ball. And they will take a gander at it. Oh, man, Glenn, great name from the past. The Pacers have a couple of obvious
Rick
ones.
Smits.
That's one.
Yes, Smits and Miller.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson.
Detlef Schrempf is on the Sonics at that point. So you've got the Davis boys.
You've got one Davis.
Antoine Davis.
Antonio.
And then you've got...
I was a big Derek McKee fan. He was a good player.
Derek McKee's on there.
But this name...
Mark
I want to say he went to like St. John's or something.
Mark Jackson?
No, he did go to St. John's.
Well, that was the era of appropriate.
Chris Mullins?
No, so this guy...
Ron Artest.
He went to St. John's, played for the Pacers, Clippers, Pistons, and Timberwolves. His number 2 is retired by the Timberwolves.
What? Where'd he go to college at?
St. John's.
Oh, sorry. Duh.
His name is...
I ain't got that one.
Malik Sealy. Remember that name?
Yes, I do.
Malik Sealy. How is his jersey retired by the Timberwolves? Was he that good? Timberwolves were really bad back in the early
I guess it's
90s.
got to be like he was one of their first something.
He just started like every game when they went 13 and 69.
It's got to be something ridiculous.
Pirates trying to get out of the third inning. One down in the top of the third. Runner on first for the Bearcats. It is 2-0. Ken Watlington hanging out on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We got a 4-6-2-3 double play. Whoa! Earmuffs. We're going to have to earmuff that one. From our drone view that they showed us there on the fade out, it looked like he got him. But they called the runner safe at first. Ken, what do you think on the replay?
I'm just mesmerized by Cincinnati's pants. They're terrible. Are they the football pants and the stripe just stops at the knee? Like, what's going on here?
Chandler, earlier in the show, I said, you know what grinds my gears? And I never finished my thought. It's these stupid pants that they wear. The seamstress just got bored and was like, screw
all right, we're done.
Under Armour ran out of money. It's like, this is all we can do for you this week.
I do like the on-the-field advertising from Hooters.
What's on the field?
There's like a huge Hooters banner over to the left.
I think they should have cut Al's eyes in center field.
I like it.
That would have been cool. They are going to look at this one. So as they look at it, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 1 here. As we hang out, watch some Pirate Baseball with you on a Wednesday. More to go after this.
When I need you, my heart's on fire. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is your one-stop service shop. It doesn't matter the make or model. If you live in or near Beaufort County, you need to check out the super nice service facility at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're open 6 days a week and offer Saturday service from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram also takes walk-ins all day, and they specialize in off-road packaging. Washington Off-Road specializes in budget-friendly adventure packages for Jeep, Ram, and all other makes. And if you're in the market for a used car or truck, General Manager Kyle Gaines and his great staff have been stocking up their used car inventory, and they can now offer vehicles from $59.99 and up. New Rams, Jeeps, Chrysler, and Dodge cars, and a terrific used car inventory of all makes and models. The place to go is Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington. Drive a little, save a lot.
Wally's 2 Kettle Corn in Winterville is where you can find the tastiest popcorn around. Make it a movie night at home with Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, and my favorite, better butter. Or try their specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Wally's 2 also caters, so if you're hosting a party or event, satisfy your company with delicious popcorn. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
The Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla. It's the best idea ever.
Oh, come on. The Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla was my idea. I did that. Don't play yourself.
The Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla.
Genius.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
If you're going to put your name on something, it better be your best work.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. There's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover and brunch brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's Day. Now let's head back into the show. Clip, do you want me to read this tweet that I just saw, or do you want to take this?
Well, first, let me tell you that Cincinnati just hit a 2-run homer.
Oh, great.
And our walk in the park just turned into a cocaine bear attack. Things have gotten a little worse. But it is 2-2, 2 outs, top of the third. Bigger picture things going on with Cincinnati right now, though. We just found out.
As the game was taking place, this was tweeted out at 3:22, so about half an hour ago. There was a tweet from Justin Williams, and it states that the University of Cincinnati announces that assistant baseball coach Kyle Sprague and Director of Operations Andy Nagel have been relieved of their duties as a result of an ongoing internal review of potential NCAA infractions involving Bearcats baseball. The university has released a statement pretty much that says that they were relieved of their duties on May 17th. On May 8th, University of Cincinnati Athletics began an internal review of potential infractions involving the baseball program. Although the review is still ongoing, both men have been dismissed based on initial findings. UC is cooperating with the NCAA in this matter, and they said since it's an ongoing investigation, they're not going to comment any further. So this is kind of interesting that this has all of a sudden come out, especially the timing of it all, considering that Cincinnati is playing in the middle of the AAC tournament, and 2 of their employees are missing from the dugout.
That is interesting. They did hit a home run that inning, and it is 2-2.
That was a moonshot.
Yeah, that
went straight to the sky.
Straight to the sky. It didn't say what exactly was happening there, but we've had a lot of gambling stories lately. Ken.
Yeah, the Alabama situation.
That's like where my mind went, but who knows? It doesn't seem to be performance enhancing because Cincinnati
not very good.
Although they've been pretty good against teams not named ECU, they have not had a great year. So, yeah, that's very interesting that's happening right now.
Now it has nothing to do with a hot dog or a sandwich. Or either, right?
Cannot confirm nor deny that. If you're just tuning in, I did learn last night with some crack journalism that. The food in question was not a PB&J or a hot dog. It was a number 8 from Jersey Mike's.
Number 8. And Brian Bailey said it might have been Jimmy John, so it's Jersey Mike's.
I've been told by a close source to the sandwich, very close, that it was indeed a number 8.
Now, somebody told me this morning it was a Thanksgiving turkey.
With all the fixings?
All the cranberry sauce, everything.
Yeah, the cranberry sauce dripping down Jacob Starling's chin is what got him. I kind of want to hear this interview now. Are they going to say, hey, where are your assistants?
Yeah. Are you the only one there?
They're talking to the Cincinnati coach. Hey, can anybody zoom in on his fanny pack card and maybe we can read their signs? Scott Googans talking right now. Great name. Googans.
Good googly moogly.
Have you seen Googans lately? Googs. Tom Gugliotta. Did you mention him earlier? What are you laughing at, Chandler? Just Shirley's amazing work. Ken, you saw the video.
I did.
Shirley.
Well, it's like I posted, when I retweeted it, I put as a side note, this might be the first time ever that my double chin actually worked to my advantage.
Is that guy your dad? It is uncanny. Great work. Love the hat.
That is the perfect Halloween costume.
I'll give Glenn props not only for shooting the video, but he's also props department. Brought in the blue shirt that looks very umpish.
Umpish.
And it was Shirley's idea to wear the Black Pirate Radio hat. So if you haven't seen our latest video, put it out there.
Where were the hot dogs from?
Or go check it out. Those were sheets.
Yep, sheep dogs.
And what was
that tells
ironic?
You our budget. You can either go to sub dogs or sheets.
No budget.
We go sheets. Yeah.
What was ironic that I was wearing that blue umpire shirt. I have the exact same color shorts. So I basically had an entire umpire outfit and didn't even realize I had all of it on. So
I suggested Shirley, whose softball career continues as Carter Cunningham, delivers a single to left.
I'm a ham man.
When your Tony Collins is a ham man. When your career ends, Shirley, playing, I think you should just smoothly transition into umping.
I really do think I may have missed my calling.
You can stay on the field, stay in the game, You get a very small paycheck, and you can throw people out. You can argue with people whenever you want about whatever you want.
Sounds like a dream job to
Yeah.
me.
That sounds pretty nice.
You do a lot of that already.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Except you can't. I guess you could throw us out, but then you'd have to do the show. So.
Yeah.
She kicks people off the fifth quarter.
Yeah, I
That is
hang up
true.
on people.
Same
I
thing.
hang up
That
on
is
people.
very true.
So that's kind of my version of kicking people out.
All right, Ken, how about the Celtics? Chandler said if the Celtics win the next game, he'll get interested in that series. Is it
Celtics-
interesting right now?
Yeah, Celtics are going to win the next game.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They win
I
at
agree with
home, and then it'll set up a massive Game 6 back in Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, it just got real.
It is okay. So
It's like when the Canes win tonight.
And then Jimmy Buckets blows them out. in
Well,
game
Jalen
6.
Brown and Marcus Smart both said in the pregame, they said, don't let us get one. Don't let us get one.
They would be the first ever to go from 0-3.
Would it? I know the team that's done it in baseball was the Boston Red Sox.
Yep.
And it was Kevin Millar saying, don't let us get this one.
And it's only happened 4 times in hockey. So.
Oh, good. So there's precedent.
I don't think it's happened since like 1947.
Hot goalie theory.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance.
All right. I remember. Ken, you remember watching those Stanley Cup finals back in 47?
Well, it was a really good time for Toronto on the Maple Leafs. Yeah.
You were 40 years old.
Yeah, I know. He was a grown man.
That was my senior year in
Playing
high
Donkey
school.
Kong.
His 2 kids had just left for college, and Ken,
I was on the GI Bill.
we got to take a break. You're welcome to hang out, or
I got to go do the news, man. There's news to be
call
talked
in
about.
sick. Call in and say, is your top story? It was a number 8 from Jersey Mike's.
It is. That's what we have confirmation now. We know exactly what was on it.
That goes on first before Tina Turner.
Yeah,
Rest in
Tina
peace.
Turner.
Rest in peace to Tina Turner.
R.I.P.
Also, I saw your jersey. Rest in peace to the Down East Wood Ducks.
That's right. Yeah. Which hopefully will be here for a couple more years.
Yeah.
Before
Let's
heading to
see what
South Cats.
happens. Yeah.
Till 25, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Possibility.
Ken, thanks for hanging out, man.
You got it. Go Pirates.
We'll talk to you again soon. There is Ken Watlington. Ready for the home field apparel UNCW drop coming up this week. Going to spend all his money on that. Well, I'll take a break, come back. Hour 2. Got P. Mace, Patrick Mason joining us in Hour 2. A lot more to go. Pirate Radio Live back with you after this.
Did you know that it's illegal to dig without first calling 811? 811 is a free program that locates underground utilities, marking them with flags and paint lines so you know where not to dig. Accidentally digging into utility lines interrupts service and could seriously hurt you or someone else. If you know someone who's planning to dig, encourage them to call 811 at least 3 full working days before they dig. 811 is free, it's safe, and it's the law. This message is brought to you by Greenville Utilities and this station.
At US Cellular, you can get one line for just $29.99 with unlimited data, which is good news for you, friendly hermit who shuns society and lives in a cabin all by himself.
Wow, thanks. You know, you'd be surprised how much data a hermit goes through.
Actually, I'm not that surprised at all. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
We value human connection with fewer distractions. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Visit your U.S. Cellular authorized agent, Atlantic Wireless, with locations in Snow Hill, Bellhaven, and Greenville.
Come pop a top at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Hosting a tailgate? Stop by the shop and grab a keg for your party or event. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday, or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At your CBD store Greenville, they've got gifts to make Mom's Day. Buy any 2 SunMed Bath & Beauty products and save 20% off your entire purchase. Just mention the code MAY20. Your CBD store is your go-to shop for all natural sleep, relaxation, recovery, wellness products, and pet products too. Their award-winning products are safe, trusted, and third-party tested. New gifts and accessories are in stock, everything from CBD to charcuterie boards. Call ahead for pickup at 999-5127. Your CBD store Greenville, 420 East Arlington Watlington Boulevard beside Jet's Pizza.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with back seat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Ron Ayers Motorsports and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
To keep your bodies active and engaged in the activities that you love, you need a good stretch. And at Bodies in Balance, that's the mission they follow to give you the best quality of life. With years of experience, the team at Bodies in Balance can create a stretch or massage program that is right for you. And from May 10th through May 17th, take advantage of their package deals. If you buy a 4-stretch package, you get 1 free stretch. An 8-stretch package gets you 2 free stretches. And a 12-stretch package gets you 3 free stretches. Call today at 916-4530 and check them out online at bodiesandbalance.com. Coco's Sports Bar and Restaurant, located in the old Professor O'Cool's location, has daily lunch specials from 11 to 5, including their famous $1 wing special Monday through Wednesday all day long. Coco's has entertainment every Tuesday with country western night and karaoke on Thursday starting at 8. Take advantage of their weekly fresh fruit margarita specials and be sure to try the best Philly ribeye steak rolls in town while you're at it. Coco's Sports Bar and Restaurant, Greenville's Diamond in the Rough. Check them out on Facebook for more information. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Thinking about takeout tonight? Familia can make everything real easy for you with a great selection of Italian food and more. Visit familianc.com to see the full menu featuring pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts. Place your order online or call 689-6330 and Familia will have your order ready in their convenient drive-through window for pickup. Finish up a busy day with a great dinner for yourself or your family from Familia. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. On a Wednesday, hopefully a winner's Wednesday, following a rough Tuesday. A rough Monday night with the Hurricanes loss, followed by a Tuesday loss by East Carolina. What do we got here, Chandler? We've got
a great play at
Did
first.
They call that a catch? Because the runner went and or the first baseman went and tagged first, right? So was he throwing for a double play? Let's see if the ball hit the ground. Okay, it was a ground ball.
One hopper.
So
check the guy at third back to third. Then I guess was going to man, that's gutsy trying to go back to second.
So a good play at first. That followed a terrible play by the Cincinnati infield, where a bunt led to Jacob Jenkins Coward on second. Pirates also have a runner on third, and that ump strike zone is wide.
Very wide.
As long as he keeps it consistent, I'm okay with it.
Well, you know who wasn't consistent? That guy back there yesterday. Seemed like there was some outside corner pitches that he would call.
Shirley's uncle?
Yeah. Man, that's funny stuff. If you haven't seen it yet, we do have the video up on Twitter of us.
I want to make Shirley's face my new profile picture. It's so good.
It's really, really good.
It's so good. All right.
Pirates need to get some runs here. They do have one run. They've taken the lead 3-2. They have a man on second and third with one out.
That should get a run.
That should get a run in there. So runners advance. Moreland comes in to score. 4-2 Pirates. Part.
So,
all right. As I said, the Pirates should get more than one run.
I don't like when they show radars during live sporting events. Where are we at? I see Tampa.
Whoa.
St. Pete.
Clearwater. 5:30.
Wow.
So around 5:30ish, when I will be hosting the show,
Brian Bailey, take cover.
We might be having some delays.
Yeah, so here is the deal. Patrick Mason will join us at 4:30. I'm splitting at around 5 to go see my daughter's dance performance at A.G. Cox Middle School. And Chandler and Shirley will take over, but Patrick Mason will be along for the ride. I got an interview with Mark Brown from Camden Chat, and this game will be going on, weather permitting. So, Chandler, you'll be in the driver's seat coming up.
All right, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Did it a few weeks ago. I think you had to go somewhere with Lily. Or no, you had...
That's going to drop. All
right, there we go.
A little dinker.
5-2 Pirates. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hosting. Me and Shirley will hold down the fort here, and Patrick Mason, Paperboy, Soup Boy, will be here as well till 5:30. And then, depending on how the game's going, we do have a Mark Brown interview that you have that we can run as well.
O's dropped a tough one last night to the Yankees, but playing great, coming off a sweep of the Blue Jays before that. So we'll talk to Mark Brown, got O's and the Yankees coming up tonight on Pirate Radio. Bit of a topic switch from Robert on YouTube, Chandler. He says Panther staff high on Bryce Young, said he was 10 out of 10, even correct plays in meetings. You following any off-season Bryce Young stuff right now?
I've been seeing some videos. I've been seeing mostly lately Matt Corral and his situation that he's in right now, being the second pick in the draft last year, a guy they traded up for, a guy that got hurt in preseason and missed all of last year, a guy that saw a number 1 pick fall into the lap of the Panthers with a trade. And they picked Bryce Young, as you can see the cloud in the background there. So
beautiful piece of hitting, by the way, by Barini.
But lately I've been seeing Matt Corral basically saying that, he's taking every opportunity he's getting. He's still hanging in there because I believe everybody knows in that Panthers in the Bank of America Stadium that Bryce Young's going to be the quarterback. So I've seen videos of Bryce Young, and of course the videos I've seen, he's very, very small. I've seen videos of the offensive lineman standing up and he completely disappearing behind his offensive line. But I've seen a lot of praise from Frank Reich and the quarterback coach for the Panthers, which is?
Quarterback coach for the Panthers is Ken Dorsey.
He used to be the quarterback coach for the Panthers. Long-time quarterback, journeyman in the NFL.
Josh
McCown has been saying a lot of great things about Bryce Young. Even before he was hired as the Panthers quarterback coach, he did a podcast or did something having high praise for Bryce Young.
A white guy did a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So, but yeah, I've been seeing a lot of good things out of Bryce Young, which I would hope that's what I would see. But the thing that a lot of people got out of him in the combine is those IQ tests for football players. He scored probably one of the highest in the combine, especially at the quarterback position.
So he's a nerd.
He likes to study. I actually saw a comparison to Luke Kuechly about how much he likes to study the game.
As a Beta Club guy, something you can relate to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got a mound visit, Chandler.
I'm thinking about bringing my Beta Club framed, basically my recognition of being in the Beta Club, and putting it in my office.
You should. Do you have your ECU diploma in there?
Mine's at home, placed right beside my dad's.
Oh, nice.
Which I like looking at when I go home. I take pride in that.
Mine is in a drawer somewhere.
Nah, man. You gotta show that thing. Get that thing out and show it to the people.
I gotta show it off.
Show it out.
Chris said not jinxing it, but future radar shows nasty weather within the hour over Clearwater. Shirley, what does Cliff Godwin think about Chris giving us a weather report on this baseball
game? I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Thank you.
There you go, Chris. Does that answer?
Take that, Chris.
Take that, Chris.
With your booty. I still forgot to put Chris's booty into our song. I promise I'll do that, Chris. I owe you that, Chris.
You know, I asked for more runs earlier.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for more runs now as the Pirates have the bases juiced. With
Starman.
with the leadoff man, the Starman, up to the plate. 1-0. The 1-0.
Didn't know what time it was. The lights were low. Oh. I leaned back on my radio. Oh.
Here's Starman at the plate. 1-1. The pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, and he gets away from the catcher. My gosh.
Well, it got away from him because he kicked it.
He kicked it away from himself.
Kick, save, and a beauty. Pirates up 5-2 in the third. Zach Root's still working for ECU, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we'll see him in the fourth. You want to use the minimum amount of pitchers today.
Yeah, the question, I guess, is who will be that guy that has to come in to relieve? Wow.
Starman almost took one off the face.
Let's do a I guess the reliever. Who's going to come in for the Pirates?
Jake Hunter.
Jake Hunter.
Nah.
I think Brat. I think he might get a. I think he.
So Brat came in and threw like 3 pitches yesterday, right?
That was it.
Yeah. Sailor didn't work that much, did he?
I thought Sailor had 40-some pitches.
He did.
I could be wrong on that.
So Richie had 40-some. Danny Beal had 40-some. Sailor didn't throw that much, I don't think. I might be wrong.
Bad throw. A laser throw.
Man.
Wow.
Starman grounds out to end the inning. So it is ECU 5, Cincinnati 2 as we head to the fourth inning.
Man, look, you got 3 runs there. I just hate leaving the inning with the bases juiced.
Leaving quackers on the pond.
You could have scored 8 runs in that inning, but when the bases are juiced.
Remember yesterday when the Pirates had a lead and had chances to get a little Brandon Manning Farm Bureau insurance and couldn't do it? It hurt. Pirates had the AMAC at third, I remember. And was it Starling at the plate? Starling or Cunningham, I want to say.
Was that the situation
in the 10th inning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First and third, had AMAC at third, 90 feet away. Every time I think of 90 feet away from a win, what do I think of?
90 feet from a win?
Mm-hmm. From a big win.
And you think of the Texas Tech Super Regional?
Do I? Absolutely.
What do you think about it?
I think a lot about it.
You know what I was doing that day?
Oh, yeah. You were with Mully doing a
we were on
travel ball team?
We were on the way home from Winston-Salem, We were trying to pick it up on the radio. Signal was a little fuzzy coming through. And we stopped at a mall to go to a food court to find a television to watch the game, to watch the late innings. And did it go into extras?
Did you watch Eric Tyler's home run, bud?
I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of runs happening while we were watching late in the game. Did it go to extra innings?
I believe it did.
Because I know we headed back home while the game was still going on because we thought it was going to be over, but it kept going. So we got back on the road, and the Pirates lost while we were en route back to, I feel like we were coming into Pitt County when the Pirates lost that game.
Man, thanks for coming in, Mully.
You're welcome.
It's great having you in here.
I guess. I wouldn't say it was great. I'd say it was fair. I'd say it was average.
So in that third game,
the third game got away from the ball.
11-0 Texas Tech.
Third game wasn't no fun, Bo. First game, Evan Krasinski pitched just like 30 minutes after he got drafted. And I want to say Travis Watkins hit a home run, and he might have hit 2 in game 1. That's stupid. So the Pirates were the home team in that game 2 also, because they could have walked it off. How many innings they played, Chandler?
13.
Man.
Texas Tech won by 2. Yeah. So
3-1.
3-1.
Zach Root pitching. Boy. It's off the end of the bat.
That is a ugly cloud. Hey, man.
another blooper.
How about a little effort there?
Ooh.
A little effort.
Chandler is to the point. Are you calling out effort for this Pirate team? Who didn't show it?
JJC.
All right, something you can ask him about next time he's on.
First team selection.
Wow. This guy.
I'm just saying. Maybe I know your balls are busted, but just try to make a play, kid. Lay out for it. Now
Chandler Honeycutt is done.
No, no.
You're done.
No, oh my God! Now you're gonna. Oh my God.
That was a reference.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Jamie says, Mully, I'm tired of sandwiches being used as props. Eric said, Captain Mullis, thank God you arrived so quickly. They're having too much fun out there. Arrest them now!
Go to hell! Get a job!
Hey, folks, for those that were legitimately upset about the sandwich thing yesterday, and there's not many, but there are some on Facebook and other places. This isn't war. These 18 to 23-year-olds are not dying for our country while we sit around and scratch our nuggets. They're playing baseball. They're having fun. If you think they should be more like big leaguers to take it serious, have you seen the stupid things that adults do in big league baseball where they blow a bubble and then put the gum on a guy's hat and laugh like it's funny? Like, it's baseball.
2 straight singles to start the top of the 4th.
One of the dumbest comments was, and I love this one, maybe you should focus more on closing out a game than feeding a sandwich to your teammate.
Which it was in the bottom of the first game. Or the bottom of the first.
Hey, you're losing 2-1.
Yeah.
How you going to close out a game in the first inning when you're down by 1? Dumbass!
Whoa.
Cliff Godwin on his way to the plate.
Who will it be?
I should say mound. You're going, Brott. Who's left in the Pirate bullpen?
I'm going to go Brott. I'm just thinking of a guy that didn't throw that much yesterday.
I don't know if you should bring a guy named Brott.
Could it be Jaden Winter?
So close to the food situation from yesterday. Root goes 3 innings, could not record an out in the 4th.
I think he's landing again.
Again?
Landing again.
More like landing again.
Good one. Let's see.
This Ginn's going to be landing on the mound here shortly, it looks like.
Oh my God, it's Edwin Diaz.
Starling spits. AMAC rubs his nuts. And that's baseball, folks. Cocojones. We just got a great shot of spitting and crotch scratching. And they never showed who was coming out of the bullpen.
Golly.
What kind of camera work was that?
Doing?
Hey, Jim, are you on camera 3? All right, give me a tight shot of Alec Makarevich scratching his crotch.
Hey, Starling spitting.
All right, it's number 10 looks like he's about to spit. Let's show that. Hey, Jeff, do you want to show the pitcher coming out of the bullpen? No, I want crotch scratches and spits. This is baseball.
It's 2 little butt cheeks.
This is America's pastime.
This is what makes the plus great.
Jeff, you sure he's running out of the bullpen?
No.
Dion likes nothing more than smelling his own fart.
We want crotch scratches and spits.
Crap.
Showed that camera view the entire time. We still don't know who's coming into the game.
They used 8 arms. ECU fans want to know who's up next. I don't care. I do not care.
99 is scratching his cup as we speak. Keep it locked in. Zoom. Give me a zoom. Give me a tight shot. Tight shot. Camera 2. Tight shot.
Now. They come back from the break and they're still showing people spitting in the keep on showing the spit. Keep on showing the spit.
There was a great spit scene in Naked Gun right before Joe West said his $250,000 line in that movie. Commercial break.
Commercial.
I tell you what, I don't think I have seen today. I might be lying. I think I might have seen it. The American Gladiators promo. Have we seen that yet? They showed it 42.7 times yesterday. I'm not going to Twitter. I'm not going to look up who's going in either.
I'm looking at I want to see some of the comments yesterday.
On what?
I wanted to see if there was more comments about people saying like,
oh yeah,
less eating, more focus on the game.
Yeah, my wife showed me a few on the gram. All right, we're back, and look, we got a wide shot of the entire state of Florida,
Wide
so
shot.
we can't see.
Wide shot. Show the wide shot.
Do you want to see who's in the game? No.
Stay like this the whole game.
What the hell is going on around here?
Goodyear blimp cam. Goodyear blimp. All right, it is him again. It is Landon again.
It's the Burrow kid. Goldsboro.
Jeez Louise. Thank you.
He didn't look his best yesterday.
I like it. Because you know what I like? I like a bounce back.
I love a good bounce back. Double nickel. Let's go double nickel.
Double nick. What do you say, kid?
Come on, kid. Hum, kid.
5-5.
Hum, kid. Here we go.
Landon again takes a stroll off the mound, looks to the sky.
Stares down the guy standing at second, walks backwards, says, "Who's your daddy?" and says, "Watch this."
And hopefully he's looking at the sky at a dead...
He rubs his crotch.
A dead relative saying... Where's Bob Costas when you need him? The pitch. Good breaking ball for
Nasty.
strike one.
Nasty.
Mr. Nasty, if you're nasty. Mr. Ginn, if you're nasty. Haven't heard much from Janet Jackson lately. What's she up to these days? What is Janet Jackson doing with her life?
What is Janet doing with her life?
Ginn quickly up 0-2 in the count after a swing and a miss. Cliff Godwin has the playoff beard going.
What have you done for her lately?
For Janet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll give her a YouTube view later. I'll watch her and Busta Rhymes singing, gonna make your body man. Breaking ball outside, 1-2 the count. Pirates up 5-2 as they play in the fourth. We are awaiting the arrival of Soup Boy Patrick Mason, who will join us here. And my God, Chandler, look at the skies.
Oh,
holy
my gosh.
Crap. That is like
better get it now.
War of the
Stay on the. Oh man.
Oh no. Hard ground ball eats up Barini.
Go ahead, run is coming to the plate.
And we're going to have bases loaded, and we'll see if they score that a hit or an error. You got to make the play, but it definitely was a tough ground ball.
God, right there. Look. Oh, my gosh.
That's scary.
That is like nighttime.
I'm scared and I ain't even
there.
there.
That is a hot shot to Barini.
You're a hot mess.
I know. That weather's about to be a hot mess. Man.
Jeez Louise.
That is nasty.
We got bases loaded, nobody outs. East Carolina up 3. Cincinnati batting in the top of the fourth inning.
Man, if you're Cincinnati, if Chandler Honeycutt was a Cincinnati fan, he'd be saying, you got to get some runs in here.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, take advantage of the opportunity. Hey, we're having a baseball game. No matter if it's about to literally have a hurricane here in Clearwater, Florida. We're having a baseball game.
We're having a freaking game.
We're having a freaking game. We got the bases loaded. This is a good opportunity.
Excitement time.
But if you're East Carolina, you want to limit the damage here. And that is exactly what Landon again is trying to do. The 1-1. Breaking ball outside. Good gracious alive. I'll take it, but that was not a strike.
Well, he's calling it. He's been calling it.
Low outside, but he says, ah! It's literally gotten even worse. It's gotten worse.
It is darker than
While ago.
That is one of the creepiest things I've ever seen, man. I would be terrified.
Oh, boy.
And that is tough, Jeff.
That ball's gone. They lead with no outs. Grand salami as Patrick Mason comes into the studio.
Patrick gives us a nonchalant head nod as Cincinnati hits a grand slam. Come on in.
Come on in, Patrick.
Patrick's like, hey, guys. Hey, everything going good, guys?
Hey, guys.
As Cincinnati hits a granny.
To take a 6-5 lead.
If you watch Community or you know the meme, Donald Glover walks in with the pizza and everything's on fire in the room.
Yep.
That's Patrick Mason right now. What's up, P. Mace?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Cincinnati takes the lead. Have you seen the sky in the background, Patrick? It is gnarly. It looks like a freaking disaster movie.
Well, it was pretty bad weather at the end of yesterday, right?
So it looks sunny right there.
Goodness.
Like it's straight up, as Chandler said, nighttime.
Yeah, that looks really bad.
And
I believe it's coming around the time you should be leaving the show, about 5:30. I think that's what the timeline said earlier. But off in the distance, it looks awful.
Well, when I was walking up, getting out of my car, they got the audio on outside here in the parking lot, and I hear Chandler's voice say, "Well, you'd like to limit the damage here." And then I walk into to a grand slam.
You literally walk in and go, "Hi,
hey."
And you are they limiting the damage? No,
Has the damage been limited? No, it has been maximized.
All right, let's take a break. Patrick Mason going to join us for the next hour here on the show.
That is picturesque.
That is nothing compared to
right field. Right field, man.
Florida, man.
Even the lighting of the stadium and the game right now is just weird.
And this continues to just call everything a strike. And now I think you've got Cincinnati people complaining.
Rightly so.
But it's like, dude, I'll say this. He's called it all game. He's been way crazy the entire game. All right. Take a break. Come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live.
No outs.
Pirates losing 6-5. Man.
Life away, so unreal. Look out below, watch your time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, didn't even know.
Getting a Jersey Mike's sub top Mike's way with onion, lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, and the juice is the bee's knees. Actually, it's better than the bee's knees. I mean, what's the purpose of knees on bees? They don't crouch, they just buzz around. But Mike's Way has a purpose, topping your sub the authentic Jersey way. It's the cat's pajamas. Wait, cats don't wear pajamas. Mike's Way is better. Let's just leave it at that. Get your sub top Mike's Way. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
In studio today with Frank Lee with Appliances Superstore. Frank, why should people go see you?
We make buying appliances easy, just that simple. We have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in Eastern North Carolina, which helps our customers save money every day. We offer a 12-month warranty on our appliances, plus we deliver and set up your new appliances and remove your old ones. Come visit us at the Appliances Superstore off 264 behind the new DMV, or shop us online at appliancessuperstore.com. Remember, we make buying appliances easy at the Appliances Superstore.
Hey, John, I see your new system's having issues already.
Yeah, I used the other guy with an AC brand I've never heard of.
You should have used Delcor, John. They install Train. It's hard to stop a train.
I know, but the other guy was cheaper.
Cheaper isn't better, John.
I know.
Don't use the other guy. Call Delcor. For a limited time, buy a new Train system and pay 0% interest for 12 months. Visit Delcor.com for more details. Delcor, the service professionals.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing.
This is Mike Hoggart with Viva Electric.
This is Mark McGlawhorn, Roland Black Heating and Cooling.
We have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. Contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Call us today to help with your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Go Pirates.
Bud Light was proved to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard, like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it in a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with back seat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Ron Ayers Motorsports and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
And this is the way we do. Proud Mary.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Bad news. Well, double bad news. You want the bad news or the bad news?
I want the bad news first.
Bad news is East Carolina trails Cincinnati 6-5 in the bottom of the 4th. The good news, I got some good news sprinkled in. It's not an official game, so they're going to have to continue the game with the Pirates trailing 6-5. But the other bad news is they have got the tarp out, and they are going to tarp this field, and it looks like a disaster movie with the clouds in the sky. So we'll see what happens. You look at left field, it's nice, and you got some clouds, but I see some blue sky. That camera shot to right field looks horrible. So luckily nobody's really in the stands anyway, so not a lot of people have to seek shelter. Haven't seen BB at this game. I wonder if he planned a beach day like in the 7th inning yesterday and he had to make his beach reservation, so he's not at the game today.
What if he does like a live remote from the beach as he's getting pounded by rain and lightning's all around him?
Bad day to be at the beach. So, yeah, that's where we are right now. Jamie says, why isn't Patrick in Florida?
That's a good question. Well, I don't know if the paper has traveled recently out to the tournament. I know I didn't do it last year. I'm not sure if I did it previously. But we will be out there at wherever the regional's held.
Yeah, and you said you wouldn't hate to travel somewhere and go to some destination, and that could be in your future now.
Yeah, I'm always down to go to different baseball parks and check it out.
Susan says, why weather delay with no rain? Why? I'm going to guess lightning.
Yeah, they must have saw some lightning because it looked really, really dark.
Lightning in the area. Everybody remain calm. Let's see. Eric's got a dumb joke. Ready? Do you know what they should do if it starts raining cats and dogs in Clearwater? Seek shelters.
Ew.
That's... Eric, even by your standards, that's not
Dude.
very good.
It makes sense, though. It
does. Okay. Y'all are on board with it?
Yeah, I'm on board.
We had a slew of hot dog jokes yesterday when we thought that hot dogs was the thing being served to Jacob Starling. Then it went to PB&J, and I found out last night a close source to the sandwich told me it was a number 8 from Jersey Mike's that Josh Groves was eating on and then passed along to Jacob Starling. Kaz says, nice hat, Patrick.
Yeah, thank you.
Does kind of bum me out that you have a cooler Braves hat than I do. That's
and
kind
you're
of
a Braves fan.
Yeah, that's like a shot. Although I wear that cool White Sox hat a lot while you're
that's
around.
True, yeah.
So is that like your payback?
Yeah, actually, I didn't even think about it. I'm definitely sticking it to you, though.
Yeah, I mean, what a response to my. It's like I made a diss track and you came back with a stronger one.
That's right.
You Vaselined me here, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
All right. So Patrick, how do you begin to describe what happened in yesterday's game?
Yeah, that was just the way South Florida hit the ball. So they had 19 hits and 18 were singles. And which I thought that was the craziest part, because just everything they hit, it wasn't like a mammoth, shot to the wall. It was these balls were finding ways to get in everywhere. They're beating the shift, they're hitting the ball, just out of the reach somewhere. They're hitting. It was just crazy. It never stopped. So yeah.
How about this? I'm looking at this now, Patrick. Blake Eason on Twitter did some research. Home runs allowed by East Carolina: 2018, 34. 2019, 46, 10 in the COVID year, 43 in 2021, 2022, 77. He says, as of today, I think we've given up 70 this season. So that is a huge increase from 2021.
It really is. And actually earlier this year, I was noticing it was Josh Gross and even Trey Savage. The only way that those guys would get beat was with a home run.
Yeah, right.
They wouldn't get, people wouldn't string hits together against them, but they'd give up a home run. And I just wonder if a lot of teams are saying, hey, man, this guy's got a lot of stuff, and I'm just going to swing at every fastball, try to ambush stuff. And I wonder if that's just the result of that. Definitely be something to ask, though, and follow up on for sure heading into the postseason.
Yeah, we talked to Mully about the Cincinnati team and how they swing for the downs every time. And you saw that home run off of Root Chandler, where the guy is just taking like home run derby hacks at it.
Even his stance has that home run derby style. Like, maybe it's not his regular stance in a regular game, but that's his actual stance. And it's like he's going to be shooting for the fences every single time, and that time it paid off. So
it's almost like when teams just shoot a ton of threes in basketball, and if you just hit more, it's going to work. It's kind of like that with home runs.
Interesting comment here. Shall I read this one on there? Loyal listener Stephen Igo says college baseball in general has seen a major uptick in homers this year. So interesting across the board. Thanks for tuning in. What's Stephen doing now? He used to come on the show on Wednesdays, didn't he?
Yeah, what happened to him?
I don't know. I'm glad he's still with us, but
he's got another kid on the way.
Do you think that the pitch clock has anything to do with it?
Patrick, why are you changing the subject? We're doing a bit here.
Well, it was
You think that run its course?
Yeah, I think
so. What are you closing all of our bits now? What gives you the right? Who do you think you are?
I'm closing the book on that.
All right then, Patrick
You're not
Mason.
that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
All right, we'll move on. The pitch clock. Speak on that.
I was just gonna say, just you see it in Major League Baseball too, guys. Just when they get in trouble, you gotta throw. You gotta throw more often, quicker. You gotta get to the plate, and I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Who was it? Groves saying so in road ballparks they have the clock up, like they don't have it at Clark LeClaire yet. Mm-hmm. And I think it might have been Spivey. It was one of the pitchers we were talking to, and they said, "Hey, I looked up. It was Spivey, and I've got like 7 seconds. Yeah, whatever." And he's like, "Dang, I gotta get this thing over, throwing." So there, maybe I don't know how many you could factor into that, but I think if you're looking for answers, that could certainly be one of them.
I remember when media day. Remember when Cliff was talking about that, and he said, it's not a rule where we don't have to have that in the stadium yet until next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's got to play a little bit of a mental thing.
Yeah, and there will be a clock next year for all to see. I guess there will be one in the outfield and one behind the plate.
Yep.
So
dual action.
All right, weather delay in effect. Let's see if we can name the athletes. Derek Jeter, Shohei Ohtani, guy for the Brewers.
Is this another bit I can't shut down?
No, see if you can name the people, Patrick. Who we got? I saw Rory McIlroy.
Was that Rory?
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Good job.
Oh, man.
Eli Manning. Tom Brady.
Chris Paul.
I almost said Mike Conley.
All right, Patrick, what do you want to talk about?
So this is like an official review. I get two, kind of like shutting down bits. I get two per segment. I about burned both of them just there. So.
You're gonna save your next one. Well, Chandler's taking over in at 5:00, so you might want to save one for Chandler.
You're right.
All right.
Well, give us some good talking points for the 5:00 hour. Talk about soup, I guess.
Yeah. Things to talk about with
Is that
Patrick
what we
Mason.
do? We're just going right to soup.
Bullet points. Soup. White Sox update.
They're playing good.
Save it for 5 o'clock.
Don't empty the tank yet.
Patrick, guess what I had for dinner on Sunday night?
Eggplant parmesan.
Lobster bisque from Walmart.
Yes.
Twice in 1 week.
See, you go back to it. It's really good.
And I was amazed at the selection they have. Like, I want to try the kickin' chowder chicken.
Okay.
Kickin' chicken chowder.
Yeah, I did see that there too. I haven't tried it though.
I want to try the broccoli and cheese or whatever. They have a potato one.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try them all.
Yeah, if you can get good lobster bisque like that,
I know, man.
It's
It
sneaky
is
good.
Yeah, I know it says Walmart. I know it's under $3.
Yeah.
So people are like, I don't know about that. But man,
it's worth the try. You know, you spent $3 or worse $3 on a lot of things than that.
Tyler's got a talking point for us. He said thoughts on Fast and Furious 10. I think I watched the first ever Fast and Furious back in like 2000 or whatever. I have not seen one since. However, I'm a big fan of the comedy podcast How Did This Get Made with Paul Scheer, June Diane Raphael, and Jason Mantzoukas. And they have talked about all those movies, and I've listened to all those multiple times. So I feel like I've seen them all, but I haven't watched them. So first of all, Patrick, how many of the Fast and Furious films have you seen?
So I'm going to lose all my credibility here because the only Fast and Furious movie I've seen is Tokyo Drift, which is like the spin-off, sort of. It's
like a prequel.
Yeah,
type
it's
thing,
like
right?
in the series, but it's not with all the dudes. So yeah. And you know, I've seen some when it's on like TNT or something on like a Saturday afternoon. I've caught a little bit, but I've never watched them start to finish.
Chandler, I'm going to guess you haven't seen any of them.
Nope.
Not on one.
Just a straight no.
So sorry, Tyler. We are not family men. We're not.
I have seen all but the most recent one.
Here we go.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So
I haven't seen 10, I believe.
Will you watch it in the theater or wait till he gets home?
It depends. Do you know what the release date is on it?
I think it's out.
I feel like those are
out
good
already?
theater movies.
Yes. There are certain movies that I feel like Top Gun, when Maverick came
Yeah.
out, you had to go to the movie theater.
Yep.
The Transformer movies, I know some people don't like them very much. I do, and I have to watch them in the movie theater. Fast and Furious, yes.
Shirley.
Yes.
We get off at 6. You save, upload the show, feed your fish, whatever. We are 2.6 miles away from AMC Fire Tower 12, and it starts at 6:30. So you can head on over there.
I can't do it tonight, but I will go see.
You can if you drive Fast and Furious.
Well, yes.
And got to get in the
But-
mood.
Or you can go to 7.
Yeah, but you got to also remember too the kind of car I drive. I cannot drive Fast and Furious in that bad boy.
7:45.
I can't go. I have things to do.
8:30.
I'm prepping for my trip this weekend. I've got stuff to do.
Come on.
Vin Diesel would be very disappointed in you, Shirley. So they got like John Cena in these movies now. The Rock.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jason Statham, I believe.
Jason, in this most recent edition, they've got.
The Mandalorian guy, right?
Oh, Mandalorian.
Is he in
Yes,
it?
Brie Larson, a.k.a. Captain Marvel.
Who's the?
It's not Scarlett Johansson. I get her and the other one mixed up all the time. And
Who are you thinking of?
what is her freaking
No, I'm
name?
thinking of the older, mature woman who is a very acclaimed actress that was in one of these.
See, I'm Tokyo Drift only. I'm lost.
Charlize Theron is in
Thank
them.
you. That's it. That's the one I was thinking of.
But who's the older woman, Shirley?
the older woman.
Yeah.
I just want to watch Mad Max Fury Road again.
What, are you talking about Jason Statham's mom in the movie?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just know she's in it. Is it Helen?
Helen Mirren?
Hey, Mirren.
Helen Mirren, yes.
Helen
I'm
Mirren
sorry.
is in
yes.
one of these movies.
Which I love her.
Which is pretty
her.
awesome that it started out with this dumb, premise and has turned into a franchise like this. And one day maybe I will watch them all, but again, I feel like I have seen all of them.
Also, a cameo in Fast 10 by one Paul Walker's daughter, Meadow. She actually makes a cameo appearance
Meadow
in the
Soprano?
movie. No.
Okay.
Meadow Walker, Paul Walker's daughter.
Chad says Tokyo Drift is the best. He also says, have you watched the new White Men Can't Jump? No, Chad, and I won't.
I've heard it was good, though.
I will not.
I've heard it was good.
I heard the opposite.
Really?
I've heard that it was really bad. And in my opinion, Tokyo Drift, I did not like it.
Yeah, because a lot of like people who like the series don't like Tokyo Drift, but I saw it and I enjoyed it.
I mean, in terms of the cars and that kind of thing, yes, I liked it. But when it came to, I mean, Fast and Furious is not known for their plot lines. Let's face it here. But it just seemed like when it came to plot lines and the guy that was in the movie that had just had the worst Southern accent I've ever heard in my life.
He was like the Friday Night Lights guy, right?
Yeah, he was just
Billy Bob Thornton.
No,
he was like the quarterback or the kid in the movie.
He's in NCIS New Orleans
Gibbs?
now. No.
Leroy?
He's an officer on. He plays an officer on NCIS New Orleans, but he just had this terrible accent, and I could not get past it. The cars were really cool though.
I'm sorry to go old man here, but like I've already seen White Man Can't Jump. If they're doing is it a continuation? I think they're just making the movie over again,
I think it's
right?
a reboot.
Yeah, like the it took me a long time to watch Creed. Not because I was like protesting that or anything, but I like a movie franchise that is a continuation onto something, not a total remake. And I like the Creed movies. I've watched 1 and 2 now.
Yeah, Creed was good.
I haven't seen 3.
It kind of found its own lane too. I think it was,
right.
It didn't like step on the previous stuff.
I agree. It was a good mix of continuing a story, but also making a new story.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, good talk.
Well, that's kind of how like Top Gun Maverick was a continuation of the first one, and I even though that's technically referred to as a sequel, but I don't like reboots. I don't recall thinking of a reboot that I can think of right now that was as good, if not better, than the original. I just think that a lot of people, television producers or whatnot, are running out of ideas, and there's plenty of ideas out there that are kind of on the fringe, that are just kind of not necessarily the norm in terms of TV ideas, but interesting and kind of off the cuff, but would probably be a little bit more entertaining than trying to rehash something from way back when that was successful back then but maybe would not do so today.
Brandon wants to talk baseball. He said hopefully during this weather delay ECU will practice pitching, because giving up leads inning after inning is ridiculous. I could never be a coach. I would be fired. Well, I like that you at least have the self-awareness to know you can't be a coach. But, Brandon, I don't think they're going to have a pitching clinic during this delay.
No, probably just get some rest.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like yesterday, they got beat,
Eat
but
some
all of
sandwiches.
those are the exact pitchers you want on the mound. Those are the guys that have been awesome for you all year.
I know.
Not to mention,
it's not like Cliff put in someone who you're
the game against
questioning the
Campbell.
move.
You got Carter Spivey up there with
Right.
a lead. That's the situation you want to be in. Yesterday, you've got Wyatt Lunsford Shinkman, right? And all right, shut him down. And hey, we don't have to use Garrett Saylor today. And then Saylor comes in, and these are the guys you want up there.
Yep.
Our guys, as bad as you think they are better than a lot of the other guys we see in the league and across college baseball. And I don't know. I tip your cap to the other team. I don't know. It's frustrating, but Pirates can get it done yesterday.
Frustrating. But I mean, there's something to it. Trying to beat a team 4 times in a row is difficult. It just is.
I know.
Just in that proximity, it's just a lot.
Yeah, but what's tougher, beating a bad team 4 times in a row or a good team once?
I don't know. Maybe even.
Think about that.
Cannon on Facebook is asking, what time think they are going to start back?
I think that I don't know, Cannon, and if we do get a word, I'll let you know. I guess I can reach out to some folks in Clearwater.
It'll be a little weird. I mean, lightning's funky because you got to wait 30 minutes till the last one.
Yeah, it's usually it's 30 minutes per lightning strike,
Right.
I believe
it
it's
just like restarts the clock.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a little time here.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. P. Mace, Chan Man, Shirley Rhodes, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
And this is the way we do. Proud Mary. And we rolling on the river. Come on and sing with me.
Jeff Stein, our special guest from Brown & Wood. Hey, Jeff, electric cars are coming. What's that mean for Brown & Wood customers?
For the customers, like it or not, EV is coming. We've installed 5 electric vehicle chargers here at the dealership. We have the all-new Cadillac Lyriq coming at 1st of 2024, and we've just seen the first reservation for the new Sierra EV.
People are interested in electric vehicles. How can they get up with you?
They can visit us at brownandwood.net or 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Beach Tavern Bar and Grill has been the place to be for over 50 years. BT's is the best local sports bar in the heart of Atlantic Beach. Located on West Fort Macon Road across from Pacific, BT's has daily food specials, a late night menu, cold beer, pool, darts, and live entertainment for everyone to enjoy. Make it a summer to remember at the Beach Tavern Bar and Grill. Follow BT's on Facebook and Instagram for all the daily specials and events. BT's, the place for fun in Atlantic Beach this summer.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
It's time to think about our graduates. Hi, it's Russell with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. 40 years in business means we know a lot when it comes to graduation season. Whether it's that just perfect gift, a small reminder, or a gift certificate, we can help. Russell's is fully stocked for the occasion. We're a full-service men and women's clothing store dedicated to customer service. Our signature gift wrap is free and beautiful. Remember, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in historic downtown Washington.
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you've just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
It's time to save big and save now during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Memorial Day markdowns. Beautiful furniture for your home with Memorial Day markdowns you have to see to believe. Plus 6-month special financing. Save up to 70% off clearance items. Plus take an additional 25% off accessories. This is a must-shop event with incredible savings store-wide. Start sleeping better and save on a new mattress with up to 48 months special financing now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
This is Dale Murphy, 2-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, why doesn't ESPN Plus throw it to like the 30 for 30 or something? Why do they have to show the same thing over and over again during a delay? Chandler was about to lose his mind, so we had to turn it to NFL Live. Throw up a Mama's Family or Sanford and Son, Andy Griffith Show, like the old TBS days. All right, thanks for rolling along with us here on YouTube, Facebook. We still have 13 more watchers than we have likes on YouTube.
Smash the like.
Let's get some likes going here. Get them going on Facebook. Appreciate y'all tuning in. By the way, if you're just tuning in, Pirates trail at 6-5 in the 4th inning, and they are in a weather delay down in Clearwater. Jamie says, I don't think Chandler can handle hour 3 with the way he's yawning. And then he said, now Patrick yawning. Wake up. Did y'all get a bad night's sleep last night?
It was that ESPN Plus slideshow.
No, it literally was. Watching Derek Jeter pop up every minute and a half really got me tired.
I feel like $1 million right now. I'm awake.
Mike P said, sorry, just hopping on. Sorry if this has already been asked. What's the best soup for a delay?
Oh,
Patrick, what's a good delay soup?
Rain delay soup now. Man, we're getting into it. Ooh. Lobster bisque.
All right. Lobster
From
bisque.
Walmart?
From
Yes,
Walmart.
from Wally World.
Just because it's nice and easy to heat up.
Less than $3, folks.
Yep, less than $3.
Cannot beat it. Robert says, I don't get holding pitchers out, knowing need to win a few to host a regional, which is a plus for us having home games. Zero
Now, let's
punctuation
see here. I think I know what he's saying. Hold on.
I guess I'm asking what pitchers were held out that you wanted to throw?
There's more games to be played. Like, you got to have a starter for the next game.
Right, no matter what you're playing, too.
I guess in Robert's world, he wants in the 8th yesterday, you Savage, and in the 9th, Root or Gross if he's not suspended for giving a Mike's Way sandwich to somebody. But there's more games. There's more games to play. So, I mean, you gotta trust your bullpen arms that have pitched a lot and pitched in big spots and pitched well for you. And it just didn't happen yesterday.
And in the post-game interview, Cliff Godwin did say that Groves would have been available, hypothetically, if he didn't get thrown out of the bullpen. So, I mean, there's potentially another arm, but that's something Josh Groves doesn't do. He starts. And, I mean, like you said, he's a great pitcher. You can use him for an inning, I guess. But that's a game where you threw a lot of arms, you threw a lot of guys that you trust that have done this before, and it just didn't work out yesterday. It wasn't because they're holding back some unnamed pitcher here.
I talked to a source close to the sandwich situation last night, and like us, Groves was kind of like, whatever, that was crazy early on, and when the Pirates were winning, no big deal. And then after that 8th and 9th inning happened, it went to more, dang, I could be helping the team win right now. So it kind of went from a kind of joke thing to man, this really did hurt the Pirates. And who knows, I guess Groves was probably going to start today, maybe. I don't know if they were going to go with the Root or not, but he will be able to go on Friday if East Carolina can win this game. And Patrick, the way things are going, the final score of this game is not going to be 6-5. There are more runs to be had in this game.
But, I mean, both teams can hit. You've already seen that, and both teams' pitching staffs right now are allowing some runs. So, and we've seen after rain delays, too, it's like a whole different game. It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different everything when these two teams come back. And so, this score will not say 6-5. I'm pretty confident in that.
We got a Big 12 tournament update from Kevin. He says Texas lost to Kansas in their tournament opener. It happens everywhere, folks.
It does.
Not just Clearwater.
Baseball, man. Sometimes baseball just gets you. And ECU got it
Put
last
that
night.
on a shirt.
Well, sometimes baseball gets you. But it does. Like, no one saw South Florida doing that yesterday.
No.
And I bet they didn't even see it.
No.
Where is the Hispanic Titanic nowadays?
He was drafted first, second round.
What's his name? Melendez?
Ivan Melendez.
Yeah. Patrick, and Chandler, I saw a line for ECU Michigan. Tweeted it out last night. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, no.
What do you think it is?
Yes.
21.5.
Whoa.
Buddy, I gotta tell you.
Was it like
not even close?
29? It's not in the 30s, is it?
Buddy, still not close.
38 and a half?
Go down.
36 and a half.
Really?
36 and a half.
That's 5 touchdowns.
And a half.
And a half.
And an extra
5
point.
touchdowns and another score.
Man.
So essentially 6 scores. So, woof. I guess I didn't expect it to open like that.
No, I think I said 27 and a half my most recent.
Yeah, I guess my initial guess of 21 was low, but I think we were kind of in the ballpark of like in the mid-20s-ish. But the thing is, though, while that sounds like a lot, I think we can see that game happening too.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you can maybe see a tighter game. The first game of the year is always a little wonky.
I went to ECU, West Virginia. Now this is John Thompson's West Virginia. Big difference, but it's on the road against the top 5-ish team to start a season, and Pirates couldn't get a first down and just couldn't get a stop, couldn't do anything. And I think we're more competent than that. I think we can get a few stops, but I'm worried about offense, heading up to Ann Arbor with all the question marks.
Yeah, it's going to be super loud in there, 100,000 plus fans in there yelling at you. But I guess the thing you got to be a little bit excited about is the offense for ECU is, I think running back might be a strength. Just real quick looking out, early here. What are we in May? And I think that for whatever weight that carries can kind of help you out. It can kind of be a crutch in a way.
What do you ball control them?
Yeah,
And now that the clock doesn't stop after a first down, you go 3 yards, go for it, 4th and 1.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother series of downs.
For sure, you could pop one here and just kind of get that possession going. I think that'll be a key. It's hard to say, what are the keys to this game, but I think that has, in ECU's favor, I would say. And at least the defense, by all accounts, flying around a little bit, maybe that might help, but. Yeah, 36 and a half is a little rough.
That was eye-opening. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to go support the fam. Chandler, Patrick, Shirley will take you home here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. And I'll see you fine folks Thursday at 3 o'clock. Good to see y'all.
Yeah.
All right. And good luck to Lily and her friends and classmates, I guess, on her dance recital.
Thank you. Hispanic Titanic, by the way, hitting 253 with 7 home runs this minor league baseball season.
4?
Single A? Is he in
the High A Hillsboro Hops?
Wow.
So there you go. All right. Chandler Honeycutt takes over. More P-Mace. More to go after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
The Birdland Summer Music Series, presented by Miller Lite, is back at Camden Yards on Saturday, May 27th with multi-platinum artist Andy Grammer. After the Orioles take on the Texas Rangers at 4:05, stay post-game to watch Andy Grammer live from the infield. The concert is open to all fans who attend the game, with the option to add special on-field access for just $30. Enjoy hits like Honey, I'm Good, Don't Give Up on Me, and Fresh Eyes. Get your tickets at Orioles.com/music.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of eastern North Carolina.
Did you know that it's illegal to dig without first calling 811? 811 is a free program that locates underground utilities, marking them with flags and paint lines so you know where not to dig. Accidentally digging into utility lines interrupts service and could seriously hurt you or someone else. If you know someone who's planning to dig, encourage them to call 811 at least 3 full working days before they dig. 811 is free, it's safe, and it's the law. This message is brought to you by Greenville Utilities and this station.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Order Jersey Mike's Jersey Mike's subs on the mobile app and get delivery right to your home, or save time and order ahead to skip the line and pick up from your nearest Jersey Mike's sub location. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Chandler Honeycutt.
Alrighty, welcome back into Pirate Radio Live, a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Hopefully a winning edition of Pirate Radio Live. So we are still in a delay in Clearwater. 6-5 is the score, and no, East Carolina does not have the lead. They did have the lead 5-2 until a 4-run grand salami put the Bearcats in the lead 6-5. Right before the delay happened, Patrick, we were looking at the TV, and in the background, every time they showed the outfield, that sky was literally pitch black. Like we knew it was coming. There was no rain, so there must have been some lightning, but we are in a delay right now, so waiting to resume that.
Yeah, that looked very, very dark and not fun. Like, that's one of those storms you look up and go, that looks pretty scary. But, hey, it has a nice ring to it. Host Chandler. That sounds nice.
Yeah, I know. I've done it a couple of times. It's been fun, but was hoping that we would be able to sit here and watch this baseball game, but there is a delay going on. So, but I guess Clip did give me an idea of asking you about, we can ask you about, since the loss yesterday, the likeliness of hosting a regional, I guess, is kind of behind us now. And maybe what are some destination spots for the Pirates? And I believe if I'm not mistaken, you're probably going to be traveling to wherever the Pirates may play. Where are some of those destinations you might see the Pirates be playing in the postseason this year? Yeah,
I'll be going on the road wherever they go, so that'll be fun. It'll take me back to the football season days where it's kind of following them around. That was some fun destinations for sure. But I feel like this stuff, it changes so much. Like every single day, teams are losing, winning, so it changes a lot. I've seen a few different ones out there. I've recently started seeing Clemson. You see, you could potentially get like the 2 seed there. Durham's been floated around. I've seen Charlottesville. So I mean, there's a few different ones out there, but I guess just I think the last game against Campbell, that last home game, that was such a fun atmosphere. That place was electric. I just feel like I want baseball, inside Clark LeClaire as much as it could, just because that atmosphere was fun. But if they go on the road, it is what it is. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to play your way into some things, and I think it'll be fun to see them on the road. They certainly have not played great as a team on the road necessarily throughout the year. Played a little bit better as of late, but I think going on the road could be fun, just seeing a different atmosphere, and maybe that's what this team needs a little bit, just a little bit of a shake-up. But it's certainly fun playing baseball here at home.
Yeah, and as ECU fans, we're spoiled because, postseason, when we think of postseason baseball for ECU, we think of being in Clark LeClaire Stadium. For the past 4 or 5 years, it's been in Clark LeClaire Stadium, and the atmospheres have been great. We've been spoiled this year with some regional-like atmospheres against North Carolina, against NC State, even against Campbell. So, potentially not having that postseason in Greenville this year, it stinks, but the Pirates will be able to have a chance to go on the road and make some magic happen that we've seen before in college baseball. I think back to Coastal Carolina making their run. They knocked the door down at LSU, which was really cool. But where would you want to go? It looks like you're going to be going and doing some covering for the Daily Reflector. Where would you want to go? I
don't know, maybe somewhere like I always thought maybe Charlottesville could be cool, because just remember that Virginia atmosphere last year when Zach Agnos was closing that game out. That was insane. That was a lot of fun. I don't know much about how their baseball stadium's set up. Like I said, I saw Clemson pop up here recently. I'm not sure what's out there, what kind of town that is, but South Carolina is not that far, and it's decent, but I don't know. I guess we'll see, but I'm kind of excited either way.
The last time the Pirates went to Charlottesville for a regional, they were successful. They came out as the Charlottesville regional champions. They did have some help from some upsets in that regional, but they ended up going to Texas Tech, I believe. After that, they won the first game. Were 90 feet away from Omaha in the second game, and then they got pummeled in the third game, 11-0. A lot like that Texas situation last year. But if Pirates go to Charlottesville, there'll be some positive memories there, and hopefully be successful. If you go to Clemson, there's actually some ties down there. That'll be pretty interesting. Where Eric Bakich is the head coach down there now. He used to be a teammate with Cliff Godwin. Used to be coached under Keith LeClaire. So, there will be some ties there. So that should be pretty cool too.
Yeah, it's so weird that we're already talking about this. I hate to be that guy, but man, I don't know where time went. But it does feel like not that long ago we were getting ready for that Texas Super Regional, and we're really just about 11 months removed from that, almost 12 months. And it's so crazy. It's like we're watching postseason baseball right now, and this stuff that's unfolding here in the tournament is really gonna play into what happens in the regionals. And it's weird because if any other team wins this tournament besides ECU, they get to go to the tournament as well, and which has got to be pretty fun for those teams, because it's kind of been a down year for a lot of these squads. But they're certainly not counting ECU out. They've been in this spot before. They've been a 1 seed and lost this before and went far. So they just got to keep playing. And like we said earlier, this game, 6-5. I doubt that's going to be the final score. There's going to be some more runs scored in this thing.
Yeah, it's 6-5 currently right now. If you're just now tuning in, ECU does trail Cincinnati 6-5. They did have the lead 5-2 before a grand slam put the Bearcats in front 6-5. Then here comes the clouds, here comes the lightning, and now here comes the rain. Because if you're wondering if we're going to be playing baseball anytime soon, I can tell you right now we will not, because Brian Bailey has just posted a video on Twitter, and he says it's coming down now. He'll have a live report on Channel 9 coming up at 5:20 and at 6:20 on Channel 9 Sports. So it's coming down there, and the tarp is on the field, but the resume of the continuation of this game is still up in the air. So if we still have no baseball, which it looks like we will not have any baseball in the near future, we do have a Mark Brown chat with Clip Brock talking to Mark Brown. The O's are playing the Yankees tonight, so he'll be talking O's baseball with that. We'll throw that to that interview later on. We won't do that right now. We'll talk to Patrick Mason for the next 15 minutes or so. But Patrick, I guess when you go on the road for these regionals, you're going to have to be looking for some soup, right? Do you know in the United States who has the best soup? Do you know? How's North Carolina soup?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if any state or any area does soup well. You have different food groups. A lot of it's barbecue, or they do I'm saying pizza or something, or I never hear soup, so I'm not sure. I will tell you this though, when I went to Tulane when the football team played New Orleans, they had at the concession stand they had like gator bites, and they had some kind of off the wall stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. But I've never seen like come try our soup here. I may be like just missing some things, but I don't know what area does soup well. I guess you just gotta kind of find your spots, and I feel like it's usually just like little restaurants that have figured out. But
do you ever eat anything with soup? Besides crackers or anything, is there anything like on the side that you have to have, or do you just eat soup by itself?
Yeah, you could definitely eat it by itself, but a sandwich is always a good companion of the soup for sure.
I guess a bisque, a good grilled cheese sandwich or something would go good with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's really good. And if you get a little wild, you can dip it in. So, there's some options you can do for sure.
Look, I got to go try this Walmart soup that you guys keep talking about. The thing is that I'm not a seafood guy. I don't want anything. If I'm going to have soup, I don't want any, like this lobster bisque. Do they have anything like
like lobster bisque?
Non-seafood?
Yeah. They have other soups there, like potato soup and.
Oh, I'm a big potato soup guy.
Yeah, you could definitely find that. But I don't know. I guess if you don't like it, maybe you won't like it. But you should give it a shot. It's pretty good.
Man, I need to get a hold of the Walmart. Clip did bring in the lobster bisque. It looked appetizing, but the name lobster being on the
kind of threw you off a little bit.
It throws me off. So I got to find some. I got to find something that I will enjoy. So. But have you been watching the NBA? Have you been watching the NBA playoffs?
Yeah, I've been following a little bit. I'm actually obviously the Nuggets swept, and that was fine. I personally wanted to see LeBron, get knocked out.
You did?
Yeah, I definitely did.
Are you a LeBron hater?
No, I'm not a hater. I definitely appreciate he's a really good basketball player, but I'm just kind of I want to see someone else. I was happy the Nuggets wiped him out. I did not want to see him go to the finals again. I'm so tired of those storylines. And the Nuggets coach, I forget his name right now, but after the second game, he was saying like, "Hey guys, we're up 2-0. Jokic is doing stuff, putting up stat lines that no one's seen before, and the narrative is, what's LeBron doing? LeBron's in a good spot.
Is he retiring? And
yeah,
stuff
and it's
like
always I'm like, man, I'm just so tired of this. So it's fun to see some young bloods out there. I want to see. I don't know if the NBA likes a Miami-Denver finals, but. I think it could be pretty cool. I mean, watching Jimmy Butler do his thing, he's like, people have been comparing him to like Kobe and stuff, and I mean, he's been awesome. And looking back, I think the Heat have pulled off like the biggest rope-a-dope regular season of all time. They're in the play-in game. They had to win the second play-in game just to make it. Then they go and beat the Bucks. Then they're just steamrolling through.
Besides
everybody.
Jimmy Butler, really, who is on that team? You got old man Kevin Love on that
Bam
team.
Adebayo's pretty decent, but Tyler Harrow broke his hand, right? So he's been out. I mean, they had some injuries.
This Vincent guy has stepped up.
Yeah.
You got former Hornet Caleb Martin who's come in and is averaging around 15, 16 points in the playoffs. I mean, they've had guys have to step up, and they sure have.
And Eric Spoelstra is a phenomenal coach. I mean, he actually surprised me. I remember when he was coaching the Heat back when LeBron was there, and remember he was kind of like the next guy up. I forget who they got rid of. And Eric Spoelstra comes in, and everyone, what's this guy doing?
Was that Pat Riley?
Yeah, I don't know if did he take over directly after him? I can't remember, but
maybe not.
Either way, it was pretty close. But I mean, he's a great coach, and it's just fun to see them kind of take this group. Because I heard a stat somewhere that they have 5 undrafted players on that roster, and they're one win away from going to the finals. So it's been a fun run to watch them, and I've always appreciated Jimmy Butler as a Bulls fan. The Bulls drafted him at the end of the first round, and I've kind of watched him grow up and just become an absolute menace. And he's been tearing up the playoffs, so it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, Mike P says Rocky Mount's on Bam Adebayo. The story. Have you heard the story of Bam Adebayo coming to Greenville?
No, I don't know about him. No, not coming to Greenville. I didn't hear that.
I actually wasn't. This was before my time here in Greenville, but apparently he came on a visit here in Minges, and a lot of people showed up. And right before they turned the lights off for the lineups, and the lights wouldn't come back on. So that was a good impression on a big star recruit.
Come on down, guys.
But apparently, I think Clip said it was either a few days later. There was a picture of him and Calipari on a golf cart somewhere. So that's where everybody knew he was going to head to, and not Minges Coliseum. But Boston down 3-0 in Miami. And they get it done yesterday.
I know.
And now, to me, Patrick, I really think that this I think this series is going to get interesting because now you go back to Boston, you got a win under your belt. You have that feeling of winning a conference final game. You go back to the friendly confines of TD Garden. I guess that's what they still call it. So if they, I really think it can. I think it's interesting now, but it'll get really interesting if they're able to get a win in the next game, in game 5.
Yeah, I mean they might push it to 6 because, like you said, I could definitely see them getting a win at home. But I feel like there's such a huge overreaction right now because I think I saw the Celtics were favored by like 7.5, and it's like in that third game it looked like they quit, like they just gave up, and now they steal a game in game 4, and yeah, so this could certainly go long, but I just really don't know, and it's so weird. Like if this series ends, say the next game, the NBA Finals won't start. They have like 8 days off or something. Like,
yeah,
it's just so weird, that layoff, because they booked the TV times or whatever. But that's kind of the same way in the hockey. I think it's 3-0, 3-0 in those two series too.
Yeah.
So, and hockey is usually not the sport you think about. That hockey's the one where it's randomness and it's tight series, and I've honestly been surprised to see the Canes.
They've been so
down.
close. I'm not a hockey guy, but I have learned in the past month or so of watching the playoffs that it's just a game of inches. I guess you could say that for a lot of sports, but the Canes have been so close to so many goals, and they've seemed like the better team, but they just haven't been able to be on the winning side of things. So
yeah, and to lose that 4 overtime game in the opener is such a backbreaker. Like whoever loses that has just got to feel terrible. You battle for an extra entire game and then another period, and then it's like, oh, we lost, and that's just that's terrible.
Yeah, and
to
just
bounce back from.
Yeah, and to leave Raleigh 0-2. I mean, that stinks. And then the pressure is on to get a road win, and then you fight to the end, and they get a goal, and you're not able to get any other goals, and they've been just so close, I think. And Ken Watlington was on a while ago, and he said, the Canes are 0-3 in this series, but they could easily be 3-0. They if they wanted to, or if things went their way. But that's just not the case. But we've got some soup talk in the YouTube comments. We have Mike P. I was asking what places would have the best soup, and Mike P. kind of makes a this makes sense. He says seems like the cold weather states would have better soup. What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably why I grew up enjoying it. I mean, just like the chowders and like the good hearty soups, I could definitely see that. So yeah, I'm all about it, because people do balk at it if it's 90 degrees. No one wants to eat soup. So yeah, got to stay warm somehow. Might as well eat your warmth.
Eric asked. He says, which is better, Manhattan or New England clam chowder?
I'm going New England, because that's the white, creamy kind of soup. The Manhattan, I've only had it once, but it's more of like like tomato. It's like a red kind of. It's a red base soup, if I'm not mistaken. But I definitely like the New England version better.
I don't know what this is, but Eric says Captain Wafers.
Captain Wafers? I'm not sure.
Captain's Wafers they're crackers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Captain's Wafers.
And I guess the crackers to go with the soup, I guess. I always go with a saltine cracker with a soup.
Yeah, saltine or just like oyster crackers. Is that like a Captain's?
Oyster crackers I do like, yeah.
What's your go-to soup, Shirley?
My go-to soup would be homemade chicken noodle. That's my favorite. My best friend's mom used to make the best chicken noodle soup, and I would throw in oyster crackers on top of it. So that's my favorite soup. I do like a broccoli and cheese. I enjoy that. Other than that, I'm really not much of a soup person. Now, there is a soup that I make that is kind of unique. We call it beef stew. It's not what you would traditionally think it's because it's very basic in terms of what's in it, and it's just potatoes, stewed beef, and onions. It's it's what you put in the broth that makes the soup, and it was something my mom created. So it's a mixture of ketchup, a little bit of vinegar, Worcestershire sauce.
This is what's going in the broth?
That's what's going into the broth. A1 steak sauce. And then if you want a little kick to it, you put some hot sauce in it.
Okay.
And you mix it up, and it is very, very good. And in the wintertime, it's one of my favorite things to have.
I'm game.
And I could make a pot, and it could last me all week. in terms of, like as far as a meal goes. It can last me all week. I love it.
Is that something you would consume?
Yes. Yeah, I would definitely give that a chance. That sounds good.
Maybe, one day when, maybe it's not going to be as hot. Because I don't think we should wait all the way till the winter time. So
we need a little cold front to come in.
On the day that you're going to be here, I might bring some in,
Okay.
and you can taste it live on the air.
Yeah, we got to get clipping on this too. Maybe we could do like a potluck soup or a little bit of soup off or something.
I really think that we should have and I know people don't usually like to see other people eat on video and stuff. I don't
or
really,
hear it.
I don't,
I think that's the big thing.
Or we can always turn the mic off while you try.
That's true.
But
slurping and chewing,
right? And but I think we really should do like some soup taste testing on live on the air. Turn the mics off so they don't hear the slurping and the chewing and all that kind of stuff. But because we can get an expertise review from you because you know your soup.
Just imagine driving in your car and just hearing like chomping and you're like, all right.
And see, I do chicken noodle soup, with a variety of noodles. It doesn't necessarily have to be like some people use. I guess they call them the egg noodles. I also use it with elbow macaroni.
Ooh, interesting.
I also do occasionally, and it's one of my favorites, the small seashells.
Ooh, okay.
The seashell macaroni. I will cook chicken noodle soup and use that as the noodle. So I've done it several times. Of course, you've got chicken and rice too, but I try it with different macaronis or noodles as well.
You could probably get the broth to hide in like the little pocket. In
Oh,
that
yeah.
That sounds really good now.
Yeah, it gives you a little flavor shot there.
Yeah.
when you're biting into it. So yeah, I tinker with it. My mom grew up having to raise 3 kids on her own, and so you had to. Sometimes you had to work with what you got, and if you didn't have egg noodles, but you happen to have a box of elbow macaroni, you throw that in there, and hey, it's chicken noodle soup. It's the same thing.
That's right, chicken and noodle.
Yeah, chicken and noodle and broth. That's all you need.
Yep.
A couple more comments before we let Patrick Mason go. JR asked, "How do you feel about peanut soup?"
I've actually never had peanut soup.
I've never heard of that.
Me neither, but I do like. So I'll eat like peanut butter by the spoon. So I'll give it a shot, but. I've never had that. I've never even heard of it, to be honest with you.
The closest thing to peanut soup to me would be boiled peanuts. Yeah. And I don't like boiled peanuts.
Yeah, that's not my favorite either. And that's something I didn't even know existed until I moved down here.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a southern thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Robert says there's a certain sub food chain that we have one here in town. He says that has a good soup. The broccoli and cheese is the best.
Ooh, okay.
So,
because I think we've talked about it before, but there's not many places you can just roll up and get soup.
Right.
You can't go to the drive-through window and order some soup.
Chris Floyd says lasagna 1-pot soup. Lasagna 1-pot soup. Google it. Made it last night. Good stuff. So I don't know.
I'll add it. I'll do some Googling.
Yeah, do some Googling. Add that to the list of things you need to Google. Jamie
My Google
says,
list. It's ever growing.
I do beef and noodles and beef broth, egg noodles, and tortellini and chicken broth with pesto seasoning.
Hey.
Okay.
I can get down with that.
Okay, now I'm hungry.
Yeah. This always happens.
I'm like a lot hungry.
Near the end of these segments, I just start getting starving. Then I'm like,
We had a baseball game to watch and break down, but it decided to literally have a monsoon down in Clearwater, so no baseball. But let's take a timeout and let's let Patrick Mason go. When we return, we'll have some baseball content for you. Clip Brock caught up with Mark Brown with CamdenChat.com. They talk Orioles baseball, Orioles and Yankees coming up tonight right here on Pirate Radio. So we'll let you hear that comment or that conversation with Clip and Mark Brown. So stay tuned. We'll have more for you when we return right after this.
Greetings, friends of Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. We are currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. If you want to be be part of a thriving school system that focuses on educating students, growing our employees, and promoting positive mental and physical health initiatives, we encourage you to become a part of our Pitt County Schools family to help ensure success for the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts.
That's Familia.
Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12.
That's Familia.
Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup.
That's Familia.
Clip, really?
Oh, sorry.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners Independent Agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
And then it was two seagulls.
We're here for the booty.
Party?
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find Pirate Water in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Pirate Radio.
All of our last names are ECU.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women, whether it's dress, casual, or even formal occasions. Russell's has you covered. Russell's has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington. Pirates supporting pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Chandler Honeycutt.
All right, welcome back into a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We just got done wrapping up with Patrick Mason of the Daily Reflector. We were hoping to watch some baseball, but we are not because it is a weather delay down in Clearwater, Florida. I am currently watching Pardon the Interruption. Not my favorite show in the world, but what else is there to watch? There is literally nothing else to watch. But if you're just now tuning in wondering what the score is, East Carolina is down to the Bearcats of Cincinnati 6-5 in Clearwater. They found themselves up 5-2, and then next thing you know, in one swing of the bat, it was 6-5 after a grand slam put the Bearcats on top. So, but we're here in the Pirate Radio studios, just waiting to get the cue from Shirley Rhodes, as it will be the Orioles and the Yankees coming up tonight. And Mark Brown with the CamdenChat.com was able to talk to Clip Brock, and their conversation goes like this.
All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Mark Brown, CamdenChat.com. He joins us today on PRL. Mark, how you doing today, man?
Clip, I'm doing pretty good. I've got the good news that the Orioles are 31-17 on the season so far this year. I think if anyone before the season, if you came to them and said, hey, that's going to be their record on May the 24th, just about any Orioles fan would have been happy with that, I think. Of course, the bad news is the Orioles lost what felt like a winnable one last night. So the freshest taste in our mouth is defeat. That's not as fun. But, the Orioles scored 5 runs off of Garrett Cole and couldn't win the game. That feels like a tough one to end up losing.
Yep, I was going to start with that, Mark, because not all losses are created equal. And when I saw how the O's lost last night, it just, I think back to last year with the Braves and Mets are battling for first place the final weekend of the season. And I think back to April, May, June games where they blew a save and said, man, that could come back to haunt us here. And when you lose, like Atlanta did yesterday, they're down 4-1, 5-1 early. They lose kind of going away. You just kind of take that and say, all right, well, we'll win tomorrow. But when you've got a team on the ropes, when you got a lead in the bottom of the ninth and you give it up like that, and you talk about a battle against a division opponent in the Bronx Bombers, and you want to seal that win and maybe move to, 2 games within the Rays, I guess, if you win that one. But instead, the O's lose and got to shake it off, get ready for another one. But yeah, Mark, those kind of stick with you. It's kind of dramatic to say here in May, but if you're in a race like the O's look like they might be and plan to be later this year, those are the ones you think about at the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what we have to hope is that the Orioles play well enough the rest of the way that we're still being haunted by the May the 23rd, where Felix Bautista had an 0-2 count on Aaron Judge and hung a split-fingered fastball just right in the middle of the plate. Boom, home run, game tied. Ultimately, Orioles lost in extra innings. That was, it was just painful because, I was watching on TV, so the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network, the Orioles got Hall of Famer Jim Palmer on there, and he was just chanting, throw a strike to ball, don't throw it in the strike zone, strike to ball, and what happened? He just threw it right in the middle of the strike zone. I'm sure that's not what he wanted to do. It was a poorly executed pitch rather than a poor plan, but that doesn't make it any easier of a pill to swallow. They needed 2 more outs, and they had Judge in an 0-2 count and gave up the tying home run. That was tough.
But like you said, there's a lot of positives going on with Baltimore. And since we last talked, Mark, you've got a series win at home against Tampa Bay, where the O's win 2-1, 4-2, and lose 3-0. That's 3 really good ball games. And then how about this weekend? And you want to, beat the Red Sox and the Yankees and all that, but everybody's good in the AL East. That sweep against the Blue Jays on the road had to be about as satisfying as you've seen in years, Mark. That was an impressive sweep by the O's this weekend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Clip. After the Orioles pulled off that sweep, the baseball stats people, dug into the encyclopedia or whatever and found, stuff going back whenever. So it was the first Orioles sweep of an AL East team since the start of 2021, their first sweep of Toronto in 5 years, and their first sweep of the Blue Jays in Toronto in 18 years.
Oh, wow.
So it had been a while since the Orioles went into Canada and did that. And so, that was plenty to be happy about there. I guess the unfortunate thing is we didn't get to keep enjoying the feeling of sweeping the Blue Jays beyond more than yesterday's off day or Monday's off day because they win and lost the next game, but that's the way it is with 162 game baseball season, right? There's, they're going to lose some, and that's just the way it is. And hopefully they can dust off and do well in the rest of this Yankee series. Of course, they've got another 5 games left in what I've been calling the gauntlet, where they've been playing all above 500 teams. 2 more against the Yankees tonight, and then this weekend they've got the Rangers, who are in first place in their division, and one of the most prolific offenses so far this year. So, the Orioles got to finish strong in this stretch, and hopefully they're going to be up to the task.
O's playing well, and Mark, with the ebbs and flows, we try to get you on every other week or so to catch us up on O's Baseball Talk MLB, and I always ask you who's hot, who's playing well for Baltimore. It looks like Cedric Mullins has shaken off his slow start to the season. How about Cedric, and who else is hitting right now for this O's offense?
Yeah, Cedric is definitely powering a lot. Adley Rutschman, of course, has consistently been doing well. Anthony Santander has heated up lately, and we've even been seeing some signs of life from Gunnar Henderson, the rookie who was kind of disappointing the first 6 weeks or so of the season. He was walking a lot, but also striking out a lot, and didn't have a very good batting average. Finally, he's pulled himself up over the Mendoza line at a 201 average right now with a 335 on base percentage. So we could certainly hope that he's going to be able to continue marching upward in the batting average. On the other side, really slumping heavily is shortstop Jorge Mateo, who I think is 2 for his last 37. That's a tough stretch right there. So, I guess we'll see how long the Orioles want to say, okay, we're going to stick with him, or are they going to start to say, you know what, let's shuffle things around so we can get some of our infield prospects from AAA maybe starting to fill in at the big league level, which they've already got one on the roster in Joey Ortiz, who's been hanging around for a week or so now. Jordan Westberg hitting very well for Norfolk would be another option, but hopefully these guys can turn it around and we don't have to start thinking about, okay, who should get replaced? And it's just, this is the team that's doing well, and it's not, all right, who's going to lose their spot and what prospect is going to come join the team.
Mark Brown, CamdenChat.com, joining us. Mark, as I look at pitching stats right now across the league, the O's kind of middle of the pack, upper middle when it comes to ERA, a lower middle when it comes to home runs allowed and whip and things like that. So I don't know, is the thought right now, hey, let's just score enough and we'll give up 4 or 5 runs and then win that way, because it looks like the pitching stats aren't terrible, but they're not eye popping either. Kind of middle of the road for the O's.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Clip. Right now, 80% of the starting rotation has an ERA where you can look at it and be like, okay, you know what? That can work. They can have a good team if that's the way it is. Now, the way that is that's 3 guys with an ERA over 4, Kyle Gibson, Dean Kramer, and Kyle Bradish. Not terribly exciting, but that's not the kind of awful starting rotations we saw when the Orioles were piling up 100-plus loss seasons. Grayson Rodriguez, who I was really excited about before the season started, through 9 starts, he's got a 6.21 ERA. So I'm still pretty disappointed about that, and I really hope he's going to be able to turn it around, because I do think that's going to be a key part of the Orioles having sustained success over a multiple season run here, is turning the guy who was one of the top 10 prospects in the game before this season, into like a number 2 starter for a number of years. I think is really an important part of that. So like the only guy that's really supremely exceeding in the starting rotation is Tyler Wells with a 2.94 ERA, who is pitching tonight against the Yankees. So, I feel like there was a couple weeks ago, there was, I think it was like on MLB Network Radio or something. It was former general manager Steve Phillips said something like, oh, the Orioles, there's no way they're going to make the playoffs because of this, this, and this, and a bunch of Orioles fans got mad. And, one of the specific things he said was, at that time, the Orioles had a starting rotation ERA for the season over 5. And as mad as people got about Steve Phillips saying that, I would agree with him. It's unlikely the Orioles, if they have a starting rotation ERA over 5 for the season, are going to be a playoff team, when the dust settles, all is said and done at the end of September. So it's going to be contingent on those guys continuing to improve, or at least be decent enough that the offense can carry them. And I mean, that formula's worked so far. You know, we're here on May the 24th. The Orioles are 31-17. I believe they're 11 games better than what they were through 48 games last season. So that's a substantial early season improvement. But, you know, there's a whole lot of baseball left, and they're still going to have to keep stitching this thing together. And there are reasons to be a little nervous that they're going to be able to continue to do that.
Mark Brown, CamdenChat.com. We've got O's and Yankees coming up tonight right here on Pirate Radio, as you can watch the game on ESPN Plus. If you're out and about, you can hear it here on Pirate Radio. And I say you can watch the game on ESPN Plus. You probably can't around here because the O's are blacked out unless you have Masson on satellite, Mark, which I have bitched and complained about a million times. But maybe one day that'll be fixed, where it's crazy, Mark. We can't watch the Nationals or the Orioles here in the state of North Carolina for some stupid reason.
Yeah, I hate the blackout thing. It's been going on for a long time now, and I mean, yeah, you know, you guys, I guess, are in one of the more ridiculous places.
Yeah.
As you said, you got to get it by satellite. There's a reader on Camden Chat who lives in Iowa that gets blacked out from like 6 different teams out there because it's like the whole Midwest arrangement. If anybody's out in Hawaii, I think they get the entire West Coast they're blacked out of. I don't know when this kind of thing is going to change. It always feels like, oh, you know, they'll have to do something about it within a couple of years. And I feel like I've been thinking about that like that for 12 years.
Exactly.
It always feels like it's perpetually right over the horizon, and yet still it hasn't happened. So I don't know. I feel bad for anybody that's in one of those kind of dead zones where that happens. And, you know, maybe someday the commissioner will get serious when he says he wants to do something about it and do something about it. But, it hasn't happened yet.
Well, we got a lot of O's fans here that are thankful that you can hear the games on Pirate Radio all season long. Mark, how about a Connor Norby, Norfolk Tides minor league update? Who are some guys that O's fans are excited about coming up the pipeline? Any names jumping out, and specifically, how's Norby doing right now?
Well, you know, Norby kind of started off a little bit rough to start the season, but he's rebounded. He's now got a 267 batting average, 324 on base, 406 slugging percentage. So it would be nice if he had shown a little bit more power so far this year. Of course, last year he hit 29 home runs in 122 games across 3 levels. Not quite on that pace so far this year. He's only hit 4 home runs in 43 games. So I hope that he's going to be able to kind of find the power stroke again. Norfolk right now is kind of battling a little bit of an injury bug. The top outfield prospect out there, Colton Cowser, is on the injured list with a sore quad. The Orioles just placed Kyle Stowers on the injured list down there. And so it's a bit of a battered team, but there's been excitement from Jordan Westberg. He's batting .311 on the season, slugging nearly 600. That's probably the guy who's active right now who's the most exciting. Norby, I certainly hope will be able to get back the power stroke as well. And at the moment, that's pretty much it, since the Orioles have called Joey Ortiz up, and he's in Baltimore now. And then, you know, Grayson Rodriguez is in Baltimore. Gunnar Henderson's in Baltimore. You know, that's pretty much it. And then not as exciting currently at the pitching staff for Norfolk is pitching prospect D.L. Hall, who's right now in the middle of what the Orioles have been, they've been calling it an intentional deload, which is a phrase that had no meaning for me whatsoever when it was first being put on all the beat writer Twitter accounts or whatever. So apparently what it means is Hall had hurt his back a bit over the off-season, doing some off-season workouts, and so he wasn't able to do as much of the general weightlifting as he would have done before the season. So the Orioles want him to be able to strengthen that stuff, so they're having him basically do like 3 innings per start once a week, and he's ramping up work in the weight room. That's what intentional deload is, I guess. The results so far aren't really great. Yesterday, he gave up, I believe it was 6 earned runs in 1 2/3 innings, so he didn't even get the 3 innings. So, you know, that's another guy in the pitching prospect category where I really hope he can get it together, because somebody's going to need to pitch for these Orioles teams if they're going to have the kind of quality several years of baseball that we're all hoping.
Mark Brown joining us. Mark, around here, we're getting ready for some East Carolina postseason baseball. They're playing in the AAC tournament right now, and that at this time of the year for MLB teams means getting ready for the MLB draft. And I was just thinking about this. There's a kid named Walker Jenkins who is about 2 hours south of here, but he played in Greenville, North Carolina last week in the state playoffs right down the road at J.H. Rose. But he's a kid, he's listed as the top high school prospect in the country. I've seen several mock drafts having him going top, 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot, number 4 to the Rangers. But I was just thinking about it talking to you. It's kind of interesting that I guess you're not thinking much about the draft this year as opposed to several years in the past, right? Because the O's are pretty good now. They don't have one of those top draft picks.
No, you're absolutely right. It's very different trying to think about the draft when the Orioles are picking 7th as they are this year compared to last year when it was number 1. So you knew, okay, they're getting the first pick. So I'm trying to sift like every one of the possible options and, who do I like and whatever. And of course, who they picked, Jackson Holliday, was not who I was most excited for, but he's been just doing amazing so far this season. He's gotten on base every game, 35 games on base streak.
Wow.
And he's now at high A and slugging over 700 in like 22 games for high A. That's the son of former major leaguer Matt Holliday, and it certainly seems like the apple didn't fall far from the tree there as far as having a good hitting prospect in the family. But yeah, it's not like, okay, the only thing we have to look forward to in the summer is who are the Orioles going to draft. Right. That's just, maybe a week before the draft, I'm going to kind of try and look at like the mock drafts and see, okay, who's maybe going to be available in the Orioles range there, who maybe sounds like a guy that they would pick. I know there's a number of people, readers on my website, who are kind of hoping there's a University of Maryland shortstop. His name is Matt Shaw. I think they're maybe hoping he'll make it down to 17 and that the Orioles might take him. It doesn't look like in the latest mock drafts that he will make it down to 17, so the Orioles will probably end up taking somebody else. But, it'll be up to them to see if they can find a good value player in the middle of the first round. And it's much more fun to have a good Major League Orioles team and not excited about, who are the top 5 prospects in the draft and which of them will the Orioles draft. That is much more fun as a fan.
Absolutely. 31-17 are the Orioles. It'll be Tyler Wells and Nestor Cortez tonight in the Bronx as the Yankees take on the O's. You can hear it right here on Pirate Radio, and you can follow along at CamdenChat.com. Mark, always good to catch up with you. We'll do it again in June and catch up and talk more O's baseball with you.
All right, Clip, sounds great. Good luck to the Pirates in the postseason there.
All right, that was Clip Brock's conversation with Mark Brown with CamdenChat.com. The Orioles are at the Yankees tonight. That game will be at 7:05 and right here on Pirate Radio. ECU and Cincinnati still in a delay down in Clearwater due to weather. Hopefully the Pirates can be a winner later on today, but you can be a winner right now as we open up the Pirate Radio Booty Bag.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, 317-1250 is the number. And Shirley, what is our listeners having a chance to win today?
Well, if you give me a second, I can't. There we go. I was trying to get my sheet and it was stuck. A $10 gift card to Familia.
Familia. Go and try their awesome pizzas, pastas. I'm a personal fan. My personal favorite is not pizza, it's not pasta, even though I like to get those things, but the Italian hoagie is off the charts. Go and see Familia on Fire Tower Road. And Shirley, what caller do they need to be?
Let's go with caller number 7.
Caller number 7, 317-1250 is the number. Call in right now. We will wrap up the show. We'll go quickly down the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
When we return right after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. Jeff, what can you do for people looking for a new vehicle in 2023?
We can show the people the number one selling car in the region, the Buick Encore, the Encore GX, the Envision, and the Buick Enclave. We've also got Cadillac dominating the market with the XT4, XT5, and XT6, and we continue to get new GMC Sierra trucks in daily. Please come see us at 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Some things just go together. That's why Bojangles and Appalachian Mountain Brewery have partnered to brew the tasty beverage we didn't know we've been waiting for. Bojangles Hard Sweet Tea. Bojangles Hard Sweet Tea is perfect for entertaining, enjoying on vacation, tailgating, and any occasion when you want to bring the fun. It's always been Bo time, and now it's brew time. Pick up Bojangles Hard Sweet Tea today at your favorite local retailer. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing, supporting the Pirate Nation since 1989.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260. Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
The Rick House has a delicious new lunch menu. It's Chef K's Country Luncheon featuring the very best in country cooking Monday through Friday from 11 to 1. Plates are just $12.50 for hamburger steak with gravy, meatloaf, baked chicken, smoked ribs, brisket, and more. Our country sides include mac and cheese, collards, corn on the cob, mashed potatoes, southern greens, and much more. Plates are just $12.50. It's Chef K's Country Luncheon weekdays from 11 to 1 at the Rick House, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Come get you some.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Hey, John, I see your new system's having issues already.
Yeah, I used the other guy with an AC brand I've never heard of.
You should have used Delcor, John. They install Train. It's hard to stop a train.
I know, but the other guy was cheaper.
Cheaper isn't better, John.
I know.
Don't use the other guy. Call Delcor. For a limited time, buy a new Train system and pay 0% interest for 12 months. Visit Delcor.com for more details. Delcor, the service professionals.
This is Lane Hoover, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Plumbing, Viva Electric, and Rolling Black Heating and Cooling. Let me try to add that again. Roland Black Heating and Cooling have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. For plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services, go to callnewblue.com, and that's blue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Now let's head back in. Oh, before I do that, Chandler, I want to congratulate Josh Allen of Washington. He picked up a $100, good Lord, $10 gift card to Familia. Familia is your place for great Italian food, whether it's great New York-style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parm, or the delicious homemade desserts. Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Now let's head back into Chandler.
Thank you, Shirley. Appreciate it. Let's take a quick look before we wrap up the show. Let's take a quick look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
Jonathan Ellerby was the happy man today because there was day baseball going on today, and on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, we had the Rangers taking down the Pirates on the road 3-2. We had the Phillies taking care of business against the Diamondbacks at home in extra innings. 6-5 was that score. White Sox winning on the road 6-0 over the Guardians. The Astros and Brewers went at it today. The Brewers win it 4-0, and then the Twins beat the Giants in Minnesota 7-1. And then coming up tonight in NHL, it is the Canes and the Panthers. The Canes need a big one in the biggest way. They find themselves down 0-3 in this series. That game will be coming up tonight at 8 o'clock on TNT. And that's been a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck. The Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, or the Buccaneer Music Hall, is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates and in the ENC with live music 7 days a week. There is no cover during the week, and ladies are in free every Friday and Saturday before 10 p.m. Plus, come and watch your favorite sports of the Buck on the largest 4K TV in Eastern North Carolina. Visit the BuccaneerMusicHall.com for a complete schedule of live events this week. And see and be seen at the Buck. That is going to wrap it up for today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We still have no score for ECU Cincinnati. We do have a score at 6-5, but there is still a weather delay going on in Clearwater. That game will resume at some point, but we will recap it tomorrow on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We want to thank everybody for tuning in today, whether it was on YouTube, Facebook, 92.7 right here in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We hope that you join us again tomorrow. From Clip Brock earlier today, from Patrick Mason, from Kim Watlington, for Shirley Rhodes producing today, for the Big Dog producing today, I'm Chandler Honeycutt. So long, everybody.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville.